Yes.
Hello
the
and
stupid
good evening.
circus music broke this piece of crap. Ah, for God's sakes.
As you
Oh,
can
this
see,
is
the
a weird
wild...
start.
Yes.
Hey, I heard you missed us. We're back. We got no music.
Hey.
What was supposed to be
Honestly.
a very festive,
It's
a very
supposed to
festive
be
episode.
people like I remember. Oh no, I'm forgetting the name of the subscriber. He was asking us, "Hey, can you do a Midnight Circus episode?" I said, "Yeah, let's do it for Halloween." And now here we are, and it's already off to a bad omen. This is absolutely terrible.
Let's play
And
some
now
clown music in the
is-
background.
Well, the bot doesn't work with it doesn't work with YouTube Music anymore because we're back to YouTube links not working now. So whether or not Jackie fixes that again and eventually get YouTube links again, I don't know. But for example, whenever I go into this and let's not do that because that's a topic. I know it's going to get dinged.
It's always YouTube's fault. Don't worry about it.
Like for example, if I go ahead and I play this, oh, is this working? All right.
Yes, it is.
Let's have this very high energy Void Stranger music in the background instead then. All right, because this link works. And okay, this isn't the music we were looking for, but it's the music you're getting. All right, there we go. Cal, you haven't played Void Stranger, have you?
I have not, no.
There it is. Ryan, I told you I was going to get you blueprints. Let's get you this game instead. Yes. All right, so we're here talking about. I was about to say Void Stranger. Okay.
There's a bunch of Void Strangers here.
Yeah,
a
there
bunch of
are.
Void Strangers. Is 3 HP is going to drop in later, all WWE style. This game is $12 on Steam. We're here talking about what is probably the most evil book in the entirety of World of Darkness, more so evil than the Bali, and then the Fondy book. It is Midnight Circus.
That is correct.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
We are going over the clown book. This is one of the very few like cross-splat games that we've actually talked about on this show. Like, we've talked about Vancouver Dark Alliance before in the past, but that one was just vampires and werewolves for the most part.
And there was Blood and Tides that they combine a little bit of vampire, werewolf, and changing together. But now we're getting into some of the crazy stuff, because I think we're almost out of werewolf books to talk about.
Yeah, that's kind of
lost.
freaky to think about. That means we gotta diversify or something.
Yeah, given that we've done like 100 episodes. Oh no, we could just, I don't know, like circle the toilet bowl like Rich Across the Internet's doing. Would you like to watch us do an entire episode about the resources background? Oh, that sounds like a fun time.
Yes.
I think we could do
And
that.
then-
Just sit there throwing money at each other. That's what we'll do. It's the episode.
So, I haven't brought this up before, but I did have an idea for some potential
For
content.
what?
What's
For
that?
sexual content.
No potential content.
No, or potential.
Okay. You know where my mind is.
Okay.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it because of that picture you sent, Kyle?
Yes, probably.
Yeah, the clown pussy.
God damn it.
Yes. well, let's see. Well, now I'm going to have to send you the clown. Well, now everybody's going to see the clown picture. Right here it is.
No, don't fuck.
There it is. The political clown.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not as bad as I thought that was going to be. Okay. For those of you watching at home, it's just a picture of Fondled Toomph with a clown thing drawn on his face.
He comes with his own face paint provided.
I say nobody else could clown quite like I would. You know, Coney Island, that was my territory. Nobody could run Coney Island like I could. Ralph Bakshi, The Last Days of Coney Island, that was about me. It was a phenomenal picture, phenomenal.
It was a tremendous picture by a tremendous. I graduated from clown college after a small student loan of $1 million to become a clown.
A clown.
And we're talking about this. Do you think clowns are scary?
Not really, no. Like, I think it depends. Like, I've met clowns the clowns that actually talk and act like people and just, like, know how to tie up balloons and, you know, do fun magic tricks, that's fine. But if they got, like, all the face paint and the costume and, like, just, big eyes and shit, like, that kind of, like, bro, what the fuck's going on with you?
Yeah. And one of the stores I service for my job, decided that they were going to decorate their store for Halloween, so it was pretty cool. But in one of the checkout lanes, they have a clown like stand up that's got these like eyes that are coming out of its head, and it's got this big rictus grin. And so I wasn't paying attention, so I just walked around the corner, and then that thing just is looking at me.
Just jump scared you by a fucking pop-up clown. Yeah, it scared the piss out of me too. I'm not gonna judge you on that.
And that's a hood store too. That's one of those where you gotta look over your shoulder.
See, all you gotta do is throw hands. You're fine after that.
You just show up, you just punch the cardboard cutout.
There was a piece of white trash that was in that same store that day that got tased twice by security, taken down and put in handcuffs.
That's funny as shit.
Yeah, it's very fun hanging around South Charlotte. You gotta come around here sometime.
I don't know if I want to. I'll listen to your stories, but I don't think I want to hang around, dog.
With Midnight Circus, this is a book that covers vampire, werewolf, mage, changeling, and wraith. And no matter what spot you pick, there was no right option. You're going to get screwed no matter what you pick.
Yes.
There are many chokeholds waiting for you in this game. You're more likely to get fucked sideways if you play as werewolves, though. And wraith might be the safest option, but no, there's one nasty trap waiting for you if you play wraith.
Yeah.
Setting.
Quite. Yeah. This is fucked. Everything in here is rough.
So this book begins with the story of Cherie LeBlanc, and it's this too spooky, creepypasta story about she's 17, she was 21, she went to the Midnight Circus, and bad stuff happened to her. And
she got a
I
tattoo.
don't want to go over the whole story because how about you go up and you look up a book yourself, you lazy fucks.
I think, Johnny, isn't that the purpose that we're here for?
We're here talking about the stuff that's in the book, not so much the creepypastas at the start of these books.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, vampire starts with creepypasta, mage starts with a creepypasta, werewolf starts with comics.
Yeah, and that's werewolf is cool like that.
In the recommended viewing and reading section, it gives a list of movies to watch. Freaks, who could have guessed that showing up?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, that's about where I expected it to be.
Given the entire Nosferatu clan was inspired by that movie. Yeah.
See, I would have thought it was the, Nosferatu that was inspired by Nosferatu.
Killer clowns from outer space, what the clowns look like. Something wicked this way comes. That was on my mind when I was reading Midnight Circus.
I did not watch. I did not watch that movie actually.
It's a scary movie for kids. There's some weird, surreal stuff in it for adults. And along with this, we got Vampire Circus from a crappy 70s movie. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, where I watched that and Sean's watched it. I watched it off of his recommendation.
It is it is a really weird book, or a really weird movie.
It feels like you took 8 Tylenol pills and you're just sitting in a dark room and this is what's going through your mind.
This is you after the Mega Benadryl.
You drank. You took my advice.
Yeah.
Ryan, you took my advice and you drank 300 milliliters of antihistamine.
Oh yeah.
Does this guy look familiar to you guys?
Hang on, who?
Which one? That guy?
Oh yeah, who is that?
It's one of those Mandela effects, isn't it? Where you look at this guy and he looks like so many other characters. I was about to say Neocortex. I was about to say that.
Kinda.
I don't know why. He looks so fucking familiar to me.
He kind of looks like Strahd, doesn't he?
Crash Bandicoot. Grab his brain.
No.
Maybe.
He does kind of look like Strahd.
It could be Strahd.
I actually haven't played Strahd.
Really?
It just a vampire with a receding hairline, and that's the standard appearance.
It's very angular.
Everybody, leave a like and a comment if you're a vampire and your Vampire the Masquerade game has this hairline.
Yeah,
I was about to say you're gonna make a bunch of vampires just break the veil on a YouTube channel.
Yeah, and I'll just bald.
Yep.
What else is there? It is a recommended book. The Illustrated Man, The Big Book of Freaks by Gahan Wilson. Hop Frog.
I have heard that poem, Edgar Allan Poe.
I read that for school.
Yeah, that's actually a neat. It's actually a really neat book, a really neat story.
And Sandman and the Book of Magic by Neil Gaiman. I'm not familiar with the other stuff. The Last Unicorn. I guess I didn't know that the movie existed. Have you seen that movie?
I have not, no.
There was a scene towards the start of it where it's in a circus where it's this harpy, where she, like, the first antagonist of that movie is this carnival worker who wants to be remembered and lives rent-free in this harpy's mind, and the harpy breaks out and eats her alive, and it's this really surreal scene, and it's creepy as shit, even as an adult.
That does sound freaky, yeah.
And that whole movie, Last Unicorn, is such a big vibe. And then a bunch of Circus albums that I've never heard about. There's also the Dead Can Dance, where I'm trying to think of what other music you could listen
I don't know,
to.
the Dead Man's Party by Oingo Boingo is pretty great, and the only reason,
and my Denny Elfman.
Yeah, the only reason that I feel so highly for that is because it was in Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah. So the ancient history of the circus. Well, this kind of goes into the circus as in when it was first thought up as Caesar Circus. To distract the masses from how much your life sucks. We're going to have a little party where we're going to have all these people perform. We'll have acrobats, we'll have fire breathers, we'll have jugglers, and it'll make you forget how much life sucks. And it's for political purposes, because this is a very political game.
Of course it is.
But it goes more into saying that there's this Lilith connection as to how the circus exists. Where Kyle, do you want to take over this part?
For Lilith, let's see. Where was that at? Oh yeah, was it? That wasn't
Yeah,
Father
it was
of
the very first news clipping in this on page 21.
Oh yeah, Father of Wickham. Yeah, I think that was it.
Where there's this whole implied connection to Lilith and Apophis from Mummy before Mummy was written. This book was made in 1996 to give you context.
Oh damn! So that way predated that.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, so this is way before Hunter, way before Mummy, and way before Demon.
Yeah, so it was Nabil Ibn Sark. He was so. Let's see, what the hell was this? So basically, how this goes is that Nabil didn't listen to Muhammad al-Hassan al-Khalid to avoid associating with evil people, and he took about the marketplaces to Baghdad, seek them out, and debate with them, and then found these tense, wandering performers, and dervishes were pitched for the enjoyment of the court and the people, and he started talking with the white-painted priests. And turns out that they were some sort of strange cult, and he would go over there, and he would
turn into this. It turned into this cult that followed like the multi-faced, multi-named goddess of the Verbena, where they had all these different rituals, performance rituals to honor the goddess. Where it's like Isis, Aphrodite, whatever kind of name for basically Venus.
Yep.
Is the goddess they're talking about here? Just along with every goddess that's been represented by the planet Venus.
Actually, Lilith wasn't in this one. I do remember seeing her name mentioned. I just don't remember where she was mentioned.
And then Hermes got added to the mix, Apollo got added to the mix, and Dionysus got added to the mix.
Yep.
In feats of athleticism, showmanship, and debauchery start getting added to the shows.
Oh yeah.
And so it became this massive pagan ritual that was bounced around all over Greece and eventually Rome.
The one story in the history that really stuck out to me was the one of Vitus Aegilius with writing a letter to Quartus Maximilius, and it goes as such. And I'll read it verbatim because it is quite neat and indicative of like the spirit of the game. I entered disguised as a Roman Gaul in the city for business, and a most peculiar thing happened. Actors in white-painted faces accosted me and led me to a show where one of their number, dressed as the emperor, held a banquet where a cooked senator was presented to the guests. The senator is carved open, and a legionnaire is presented, equally roasted. He is gutted, and a Roman citizen, also prepared, comes out. The backbone of our tax system, one of the fools cries, and they all laugh before dining. That I think basically sums up the spirit of the book in succinct fashion.
This epic political. After all, how many times do you say on the show that World of Darkness as a IP is a very political story?
Yes.
Almost every episode.
Yeah. This. Why are you trying to make this political? Well, guess what, Schmuck? The game was political from the start.
Yep. Okay. It turns out I was looking at the wrong page. Yeah. Apocrypha of Lilith. It was page 21. I don't know where. I think I was looking at page 27, but I couldn't tell.
Yeah, you're 23.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then going over this, we have other letters saying, we've given this circus to this guy, and it's traded hands multiple times. It went from a verbena invention to a fairy invention, where it was a celebration over the Fae, namely an unseelie connection here.
Didn't an Afandi take it over at some point?
Oh yeah, it went from the unseelie court's hands into the Afandi's hands.
So it got worse.
Yeah, it got traded around, where this carnival always had this magical energy to it. But it went from venerating pagan gods to venerating the Unseelie court to then venerating the powers that be within the Nefandi. And shall we talk about our first lore character in that? One Devin Cavendish.
Yes.
Where shall I go ahead and post this picture in general call?
Indeed.
Do it up.
This I do believe is the man.
He looks like a
He
snidely
looks like
whiplash
that,
motherfucker,
yeah.
doesn't he?
Yeah, a very very classic evil ringmaster kind of look.
Mustache twirling, so.
Let's see. There's also another image of him. Let's see here. The wiki uses this picture of him. You can see his face a little bit more clearly here.
Yep.
Yeah, this asshat.
Yes.
So TV tropes, it's not really the end all be all when it comes to anything involving fiction or whatever, but there is a individual section for World of Darkness called The Monster, where it's under the Your Mileage May Vary section, and it's based around fan opinions, where Monster is usually under YMMV, and this character is here because fan consensus agrees that Devin Cavendish is on the same level of evil as Heinrich Himmler, Gustav Bridenstine, Sasha Vikos, and Marcus Vittel of Vampire the Masquerade.
Holy shit.
So
Those are some big names.
So he's brutal.
So the deal behind Devin Cavendish, if I may read their entry, born Anastasio Salvatore, he is a Nefandi mage who has sold his soul to the devil. The longest-serving ringmaster of the Midnight Circus, Cavendish manages the day-to-day affairs, eliminating troublesome employees. You don't get fired from the circus, you die, you get sacrificed to the devil. Spreading murder and mayhem, and harvesting countless souls to give to the old shareholders, or rather the hellish forces behind the circus that are now in control of it, while stealing some for his own personal experiments. A selfish and murderous man, Cavendish tricks multitudes of innocents, most of them being small children, into surrendering their souls or outright lures them to their deaths, while enslaving supernatural beings to do his bidding. One of the most vile beings of the world of darkness, Cavan represents the utter rot and monstrosity that the once noble circus now embodies. The circus jumped to the hands of this man after, if I'm remembering the story right, he was purchasing the circus from the original owner, and then when negotiations weren't going his way, he decided, fuck it, I'm just going to kill you and take it by force.
And that sounds about right for him. And from then on, used it as a way to both, bankroll his pocket, as well as enslave all these supernatural beings for, profit and for sacrifice to the devil.
Now, as for how old he is, he was born in the 15th century. He's been extending his lifespan with the entry magic of the Nefandi. And that's what's going on with him. So, take a look, see here. Does this man have a stat block? He does.
Yeah, he does.
He is a mage, essence questing, so he's not fully lost his mind like most Nefandi have. Strength 3, Dexterity 5, Stamina 3, Charisma 6, Manipulation 5, Appearance 3, Wit 5, Intelligence 4, Perception 4, Alertness 5, Athletics 4, Awareness 5, Roll 2, Dodge 4, Expression 5, Intuition 5, Intimidation 5, Streetwise 2, Subterfuge 5, Drive 2, Etiquette 5, Firearms 3, Leadership 5, Melee 3, Research 4, Stealth 4, Survival 5, Technology 2, Cosmology 5, Culture 5, Enigmas 5, Law 3, Linguistics 5, Occult 5, with his backgrounds including Ally 6, Arcane 4, Avatar 5, Destiny 4, Dream 2, Library 2, Mentor 4, Talisman 5. His spheres include Entropy 5, Prime 3, Mind 3, Spirit 4, and Time 5.
Holy shit.
The man can time travel.
Cool.
Yes, he can.
And if you kill this guy, well, guess what? He can just load a save point.
Yeah. This is Malkav on steroids. What the fuck? I thought Malkav was a pain in the ass to kill.
And because of the nature of his spells, don't expect this man to accumulate paradox because of the fantastical nature of the circus.
Because of the what?
So, he's not going to accumulate paradox in his own setting.
What the fuck?
So you're fighting a man that has infinite second chances, theoretically. And can just keep rolling the dice on this.
Gotcha.
Some of his personal items include the Eye of Deer, an emerald pupil eye pierced out of the palm of Cavendish's right hand. Cavendish usually covers the eye with a glove, but reveals it to various authorities and enemies of the circus. The Eye of Kadir is an infernal investment, or at a great cost. The eye is a mirror replica of the original Eye of Kadir, an item of value to certain mages and guru groups. Cavendish's eye possesses level 4 mind for possession and mind control. Cavendish alters the memories of those who look into it or possess them as slaves. He uses the eye on local authorities, reporters, or enemies of the circus, and considers it a good investment. Not all of its properties are known. It does run on its own quintessence. Bargaining as much as he does with the profits in the worm, Cavendish wanted a third investment as insurance against the two. Along with that, he has the Entropy Watch. When pointed at a life form with the stop hand button when the stop is hit, the watch causes the target to decay and deteriorate at a rapid rate. Much as if it was hit by the entropy effect Blight of Aging, the life form will effectively age 5 years for every success rolled on that spell. Cavendish can have his watch run backwards to reverse the effect. He may use it as a bargaining chip. The Entropy Watch's power is not drawn from a node, but a quintessence of life energy. So, if you try to fight this guy as a guru, but behold it, this man can just point the watch at you, and then you become a geriatric before you even know what happened to you.
Just disintegrate. He literally pulls a Dr. Manhattan on you and goes, lick my balls. Boom.
And because he can control entropy and time the way he does, he can just extend the roll and just keep adding and adding successes to it until he rolls a 1. So yes, theoretically, this man could roll 99 successes. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So you cannot fight him under any circumstances.
Not directly, no. And even if you sucker punch kill him, he'll just respawn.
Yep. So you just have to avoid him at all costs. You have to rally whoever you can against him.
So you see why he's been the owner for 500 years.
Well, yeah, because he'll kill anybody else who gets in his way.
Yep.
Absolutely, Bert. You've had the full forces of the Celestial Chorus try to kill this guy, and it hasn't worked.
I mean, look at his agenda. It says, he wants to pay off his debt to the worm and infernal powers and recreate the circus in his own image. And he gathers those profits from daily soul exchange, and ultimately the process would make him a dark incarnate, able to cast his own presence over the entire carnival. So that is part of the reason that... Go ahead.
To very quickly summarize his villainous motivation, he sees something dark and beautiful and says, I want to turn this into shit for my own power, and create a system that only ever serves me and gives me power, so I can just keep playing with people's lives like it's a game.
Oh,
that's the motivation here. Yes. This guy believes that he is the main character, and people are just his to use however he wants. That's the paradigm here. Other people, I'm the one who matters here, and everyone else is just raw material for me to bargain with.
Everyone sucks but me.
That's the whole thing with this guy. The man, when I list off his stats, did I say empathy?
Empathy.
I think you did, but I'm not sure. Just go ahead and read it out.
Hang on.
Yeah, take a look at that stat. I don't believe I did.
No, I don't think there is an empathy stat on that sheet.
Empathy is just a skill he does not have.
I mean,
he has no empathy.
Yeah, this man is, by his own stats, a psychopath.
He is a Nafandi, so that tracks.
Yeah, that's part of it. It's one of the rules to being a Nafandi.
Yep. One interesting thing is that, it still lists his tradition. It qualifies it as Babadi, or Badabi, but he was Celestial Chorus.
Once upon a time, yes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, this man lost his way. He's beyond saving. Shall we go through, because the books puts the carnies in front of us first? Shall we go over to the carnival workers first?
Yes, we can go over the carnies.
All right, let's go over the one that turned everybody's heads. When I screen shared this book and I was flipping through it on my own in the middle of the server. What day? I was in the call Tuesday, I think I was. By the way, JoJo and Metro were in the call. And we went over the one. They said, "Can you show us Tub of Flesh? Can you show us Tub of Flesh?" And I said, "Can I?"
Oh yeah, that fucking thing.
There it is. Let's see.
You mean the cone
Ryan
of flesh or the
book,
oh
so
no,
getting,
tub of flesh? Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting Ryan's raw reaction to this.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah, what is that, Ryan? What is it? What is
Definitely
it?
not a tub of flesh.
Yeah. That's just the form he's taking at that moment. Where
Kind of looks like a tree.
It kind of does.
Weaving in and out of itself.
Yeah, he kind of does actually.
It looks like the end. It looks like the end of "I Have No Mouth and I Am a Scream."
There was actually, once again, Look Outside has been very good reference for running game. The two of you have yet to get that game. There is a boss in that game called the Fred Who Bites, who is this shifting array of mouths and tentacles and tongues that never keeps a consistent form while you're talking to it. He has, I think, 10 unique sprites he keeps jumping between as you're talking to him. That's what it's like talking to this guy.
Jesus.
Just as you're looking at him, the visage will change just mid-conversation. So just... shall we read the stat block?
Yes.
Always.
Ryan, would you believe if I told you he's a vampire?
Yeah.
Now, what
He's
clan
got the vampire
is he?
tooth.
Yeah, you can see it.
What clan is he?
The ugly one.
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu. Yeah, I was right.
Yeah.
You are right. He is Nosferatu. But why is he liquid, you think? Now, here's the thing. This was a poor little Norwegian boy who was named Hans. Oh, I'm fucking choking on bullshit. Whose name was Hans. Where he decided, one day I'm going to run away from mommy and daddy and go in a cave because I'm a naughty little boy. Little did he know that there was a Nosferatu in that same cave who jumped on him and was about to embrace him. Little did he know that Sasha Vikos was in the same cave as him. Where Sasha Vikos said, "Hey, before you embrace that kid, because shits and giggles, I've had this idea in the back of my mind about making a liquid vampire." And Nosferatu said, "Oh, cool, let's make it." So Sasha Vikos just liquefied the kid, and then the Nosferatu embraced him, and now this is this.
That fucking sucks.
This is who he is.
I'm surprised he didn't just
Asura,
step into the sun, bro.
You don't find him, he finds you. This is a guy who's actively hunting you down the entire game. He's the watchdog. If you're supernatural, it's his job to find out about you, and then chase after you, and then kill you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's scary as shit.
Have you guys... I think I mentioned it before in the show. It is a Sega Genesis game called The Ooze.
You have mentioned it. I haven't played it.
I haven't played it either.
Now, I'm going to say the game is not fun. It's filled with a lot of hard, for the sake of hard bullshit that's just not really fun to play. But it was very ambitious at the time, where your entire character is liquid. And there's a whole bunch of... It's actually surprising what they could do with Sega Genesis, where it goes to show what would having the liquid body do mechanically. So what this guy's doing is that he's stretching himself thin in a literal sense. And he can just move around through any sort of opening that
he's like an octopus.
His heart and brain can fit through. The full-blown octopus maxing. So you won't know where this guy is, because after all, Nosferatu dude. Shall I go through the stat block?
Yes, please.
All right. Generation 8, by the way. That's some good blood potency.
Yeah.
Nature child,
Absolutely.
demeanor child.
I mean, he was embraced as a child, so.
Yeah, he's a kid at heart. Strength 5, Dexterity 5, Stamina 5, Charisma 1, Manipulation 1, Appearance 0, Perception 3, Intelligence 1, Wits 4, Alertness 5, Athletics 5, Brawl 4, Dodge 4, Intimidation 5, Stealth 5, Auspex 1, Celerity 3, Fortitude 4, Obfuscate 2. That's what you're dealing with.
Christ.
That
Obfuscate 2, that's all you really need
Yep.
with this to turn invisible.
Well, Stealth 5 and Obfuscate 2, as well as Celerity 3, it's going to be goddamn impossible to see him.
Yeah, he's rolling 10 dice at the very least. Well, no, actually 13 dice in his stealth rolls. And by the time you notice him, he's already slipped into another pipe and he's gone. You know where he's going off to.
Yep.
And then while you try to figure out where is he? That storm drain that's right beneath your shoe, he pops out of it, he grabs you, and then just drags you through it, and then that's it. Game over. Roll a new character.
Oh yeah.
GG.
From what I remember, Metro was looking through this with me. I think there's something on here saying that he doesn't harm kids.
Yes, because it actually, let's see here. Where? Yeah, here it is. While usually seen as Cone of Flesh's pet, Tub of Flesh still retains a modicum of free will and hates the carnival. Tub of Flesh can be a remorseless killer, but will under no circumstances attack another child. Besides his disciplines, Tub of Flesh can heal 2 health levels for every blood point spent. He is essentially a liquid and can seep through almost any size of any hole.
This also gets into a semantic game as to what do you define a child as.
Well, I mean, he's a child that's been around since the 1600s. It's like that episode of Cowboy Bebop where the one kid is immortal because he keeps feeding off the life of the grown-up he's taking care of.
Oh, and also, if you want to try landing a fiddle blow on this guy, Ryan, where are you supposed to stake this guy? On his body.
He doesn't have a heart.
Technically, he does.
And
he does?
given that he's entirely liquid, basically liquid, he can just move that heart around on his body.
Yeah.
So
I was figuring it's like some type of ooze.
Yep, you gotta have the X-ray scope from like Resident Evil 4 to kill him.
Yeah.
Enjoy finding where his heart is supposed to be and striking it. And then, should we do? He is a girl. As a Werewolf channel, we're kind of obligated to talk about a shape changer when one pops up. Should we talk about Dmitry Babanov?
Dmitry Babanov, he's kind of sad, but in all honesty, I'd like to. Well, actually, that's not till the 4th circle. Should I wait till that?
Yeah, let's wait until then because he is integral to the act of the progressive comedy show. I love it's called that.
Yep, it is a progressive comedy show for like 1927 standards.
Tamika Tanaka, nah, I'm honestly not really a fan.
I can go over Dima Babanov.
See, let's you got Tattoo Tim and Bill Billick who are just animal trainers. Where these are 2 like chain smoking assholes who are going to stick their animals on you if you try doing anything funny in the circus.
Yep, basically.
And then let's go into the 4th circle. Let's bring up Aubrey Durete.
Yes, Aubrey Durete is an interesting case.
Oh, sorry, we're saying the name wrong. Dutetra. Fuck it, Aubrey.
So Aubrey is.
Let's get this picture up. Let me take your picture. Let me get the screenshot ready.
Grab the picture of the cat.
You like cats, don't you, Ryan?
I do.
Yeah,
I love cats.
Cat. See, proud cat dad.
I want a Sphinx cat so bad.
Why a Sphinx cat?
You want to tattoo it? Yeah, here he is.
They're adorable.
Yeah. Yeah,
I can make a joke about that about Sphinx cats, but I'm not going to bring it up because it's
the raw chicken cat.
It does look like a raw chicken.
It's adorable. I don't know what you're talking
about.
Yeah.
Aubrey.
He's a Bagheera, by the way.
Yes, he's a panther. Very dexterous panther.
How was he here in the circus? He fucked up at work, is what happened.
Basically, yeah.
Where he's Should we do? Let's do his stats first. His stats kind of vary around because he's a shape changer, so I'm just going to skip those. I'm not going to get into the parentheses shit. Alertness 5, Athletics 5, Brawl 2, Dodge 4, Empathy 3, Expression 3, Primal Urge 2, Subterfuge 3, Animal Kin 5. You kind of have to with his position.
Yes.
Etiquette 3, Investigation 2, Linguistics 4, Occult 2. Blur of the Milky Eye, Cat Feet, Razor Claws, Shriek, Touch the Mind, and Purr. Now, what does Purr do mechanically again?
That I don't know. It's been a minute since we've gone over. Because
I can go over with you what this does.
Yes.
To set this in motion, Bastet must purr audibly for at least a minute. The player spends a willpower point and rolls charisma and empathy. Difficulty equals to the target willpower. What this does, it's a safety lock. They purr, and you lose the will to fight them.
Aw.
It puts you in a suggestible hypnotic state.
That's funny. It's like, I don't feel like fighting this. I'm going to purr, and then everybody around there just guns raised like, oh, it's like that scene with Puss in Boots when he does the eyes.
And this giant man-eating panther just walks up to you and just gently removes your trachea.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's friend-shaped, guys.
Oh, and this guy can also make fetishes.
He doesn't have any, but he can make them.
Kinky.
Yeah, he can make them. He's going to start making you feel some type of way.
Oh, God.
So that's for his roleplay. Do you want to do his roleplay notes?
Yes. So he, doesn't really care about a whole lot, but he does like his fellow acrobats. You really want to just show off and be like athletic and intelligent. You like existential philosophy. You're generally fun. You're genuinely fun to be around. He's very, very well aware that there's a lot of horrific elements and worm taint, but he just does not have the energy to leave just because, life is kind of fucking crazy. Life is absurd. He's an absurdist. Well, existentialist, but
Yes.
And so he keeps having to remind himself he's technically there as a spy. And he and his co-star Bella Starr have been discussing leaving, and he's trying to psych himself up to finally break free.
Well, does he know he's in a demon contract and that's impossible?
Yep.
Absolutely not. You don't leave the circus, dog. He is the son of an Indian woman and a French diplomat. This is a guy who was raised in New Delhi and then went over to Paris, and he was an Olympic gymnast. He was fond of philosophy. He was reading Sartre, Kierkegaard, and all these other people. When his parents were stationed at Ottawa, because after all, he's in the military, Aubrey chose to go into the University of Montreal to perfect his gymnastic skills, where he met Guy and Jean Rozon, as well as Colette Blanche. They were his friends with the Midnight Circus. Aubrey sensed something was wrong with his friends, but just chose to hang around them. He told it to his cousin kinfolk, and they were saying, yeah, there might be some sort of wormish connection here. Aubrey, you should probably check this out. So he did. And he learned a lot about the carnival, and he's saying, I'm going to be here as a spy for the fair breeds, and I'll report it back to the Bastet, and then he never did. Because little does he know, he's already been ensnared by the circus. You stay in the circus for too long, it's that Hotel California lyric, you can check out anytime you want, but you can never leave.
Basically,
because he's now under their employ, he is never going to get back to his contacts. Ain't happening.
Yup.
So, is he going to kill you? Probably not, unless you piss him off.
Yeah. He's probably one of the most, reasonable werecats in the entirety of the World of Darkness.
And coming down from the rafters is Western Howler.
Hey, what's up?
You're recruiting. I can leave. I'm sorry, this is recruiting both. My bad.
What was it? What's going on?
Oh, she realized we were recording.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go. Bye. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Shows up with him, throws the metal chair into the ring and dips.
Yes.
Yep.
It's like watching an R-Truth match. Well, now that we talked about Aubrey, we have to talk about Belle. We have to talk about Belle, because this picture... Dog. Character. See this.
I gotta tell you.
You got...
Prescott knocked it out the
great.
fucking park with this book.
Oh, the artwork in this book is so good.
It's so good. And I also just love fucking Bellstar as a character.
Where Generation 8, Strength 3, Dexterity 5, Stamina 4, Charisma 3, Manipulation 2, Appearance 2, Perception 4, Intelligence 2, Wits 4, Alertness 4, Athletics 2, Brawl 4, Dodge 2, Empathy 2, Expression 2, Intimidation 3, Streetwise 2, Fast Draw 4, Firearms 5, Melee 3, Ride 4, Stealth 3, Survival 4, History 2, Law 1, Linguistics 2, Animalism 5, Auspex 2, Celerity 2, Fortitude 3, Obfuscate 1, Potence 1, Protean 4. Yep, she's a gangrel.
Yup. She is all the hallmarks, but surprisingly enough, Willpower 7, Humanity 7.
Oh yeah, she hasn't lost herself to the circus yet. She's one of the two good people in this book, along with Aubrey.
Yes. Like, so if you need friends to help you out, it's these two.
While Aubrey is an acrobat, Belle shoots stuff.
She's a
might be
sharpshooter.
thinking, well, that's not that crazy. No, she's like Bullseye from the Daredevil comic. She never misses.
That's great, actually.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all.
Absolutely. She's doing you remember all the crazy shit that Revolver Ocelot was doing with his guns in Metal Gear Solid 3? That kind of stuff where she's got a whole routine where she juggles 3 guns that are all fully loaded and she shoots them and lands a bullseye every shot.
Yep, that would be her.
It's absolutely crazy shit. Now, how did she end up in here?
So, she was dying in a pool of her own blood. She was, ambushed in a raid and dying on the ground. And then suddenly a Native American gangrel, Windwalker, appeared. And, he saw the talent in her and didn't want her to die and embraced her as a gangrel. She wanted to make up for all the harm she'd done as a desperado and crossed paths with the circus. She was hesitant at first, but the carnival's rather persuasive. She's been with them for 60 years and realized what she's gotten into has never stopped trying to escape.
Now, you might be thinking about what kind of sins does she try to make up for? Being on the Confederate States of America's side in the Civil War.
Yes. She was a Confederate soldier and, died in 1848. Oh, wait, no, she was born in 1848 and then was killed in 1899 when she was
I think it was 1889 that
1889, yeah. I'm getting all my dates mixed up. I got dyslexia.
And now she's 40 years old forever.
Yep.
And there are worse fates. You could be, I don't know, 45.
Oh, and also if you want to fight her, enjoy all the guns she has. Remington in 70, 2 revolvers, 9mm Uzi, every single one of her bullets, silver.
Yep. And a Gould horse. Interesting.
Yeah. Gonna soak the hay in blood and then get to her.
That's probably what she does.
The blood god.
Or just spits it into her feed bag, so...
because this guy twists my guts, I gotta mention him by name. Lee Carmody.
Lee Carmody. Oh,
what
yeah,
happens
this
when a Code of Ecstasy member loses the
Jesus.
plot? And now I might be thinking, what is a member of the Code of Ecstasy doing in the carnival? He's in control of the love tunnel.
Of course he is. He's sitting in the window jerking off.
And he is absolutely nasty looking. He looks like a guy who's a serial public masturbator.
Yeah.
You look at his icon. Try to keep as much text out of this as possible. Let's see here. Load up the picture. Actually, a screenshot. Come on, load, you piece of shit. There you go. Fingers crossed. It's up on the screen
from
as we speak.
Like you could see there. He even drew like drool on his chin. That's disgusting.
Oh yeah, and we can also talk about the tunnel of love at the same time. But Lee Carmody was a guy who joined on with the Code of Ecstasy, thinking, "Hey, maybe this can help me with the pain of being alive. I don't really like myself. I don't really like other people. Maybe if I'm just high as shit all day, every day, it can help take away some of that pain." And it didn't.
No, all he did is go completely fucking insane.
Where it was the same kind of switching from Smiling Friends. I mean, I can do drugs, I can smoke weed, I can drink as much alcohol as I want, but it's not going to change anything. The sun's going to burn out in 1,000,000 years. I'm going to be long dead by that point, and nothing I do is ultimately going to amount to anything.
The best method to refute a nihilist is to kill them.
So instead he said, well, what if just hurting people gave me pleasure instead? And then he thought about that and he realized, hey, actually, that sounds like a good idea. So he got involved in the circus, and ever since then has been running the Love Tunnel. As what that tunnel is, well, now we get to the whole of your discretion and advice portion of the episode.
Yep.
As we mentioned this part.
It's very, very trippy.
Alright, so I know you are a Wendigoon fan, Kyle.
I've watched him a bit. It's been a minute since I've last seen him.
You watch Creepcast where he teams up with Meat Canyon and talks about old creepypastas that are
Oh yeah, I was there I listened to the Jeff the Killer episode, and it is hilarious.
Did you listen to the Tommy Taffy episode?
That I did not, no.
Where it's the horror about living with a pedophile in your house.
Ew.
Is what that story is. And the kind of love of the Tunnel of Love is the same kind of love that was talked about in that story. There is no platonic love. There is no familial love. There is no love for respecting somebody. There is only carnal desire love. And that's what this tunnel is supposed to be.
It's actually referred to in the book as the Tunnel of Unmentionable Desires.
Where you go into this, and it starts off pretty normal, right? You just go through this, where you see what these look like. I've never actually seen a love tunnel at a carnival before.
Me neither. I think because the water is like an electrical hazard, they've sort of gone out of style.
Yeah, this is a ride that nobody really uses anymore. And you get on it. It's the boat where you just go through this river where it's like 2 inches deep at most, and it's just on a little track, and you're brought around this mechanical boat. And as you go inside, the entire air of the tunnel just smells like cigarettes when you step inside of it. Like somebody just smoked a Lucky Strike and then got into a car with you.
Jesus Christ.
And if you're a red pilled, you'll begin to notice that there are floating corpses in the love tunnel.
Yep.
And as you start looking around, you see these weird things inside the tunnel, like a policeman who's in a glass box dancing in his underwear, and there's a monkey playing music right next to him.
Yep.
And the man is absolutely miserable, but the dance is still sexy anyway. And then along with it, you see all these other weird, sexual, provocative images. And then before you know it, there's a tentacle in your boat. What does this tentacle belong to? It belongs to a sex monster.
Of course it does.
That's terrible.
Absolutely. And then, Ryan, you can imagine what happens to you after that.
Yeah. Terrifying. I don't want anything to do with that.
Where more than likely you will not survive the sodomy that you will receive inside the tunnel.
Tentacles do 4 levels of health aggravated, by the way.
If you're a mage or a mortal being, you will die of blood seeping out of your asshole.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
That's what happens to you. And Lee Carmody knows about what's in it, knows what's inside there, and does this anyway because he thinks this is funny, that you get killed by this tentacle rape monster.
Yep.
So yeah. So yeah.
It's fucked up.
As for that the love tunnel is supposed to be, it's a weird kind of blending of the material Tellurian and the Umbra, because the creature that's in there that kills you through your ass is a worm monster.
No kidding. It's the Filer worm.
It is stripped born of the worm, cut from the same cloth as the worm. Back to the list, back to the roster. Right, going back up here. We did Lee Carmody, the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse, where you kind of have to talk about these guys as a group.
Yep. They're kind of neat looking, all of them. But it's like a whole family, the De Equisto family.
Yeah, where they're the policemen of the carnival, so to speak.
Yep.
If you start doing some serious shit in this carnival, these 4 horsemen come up, and they kill you. And basically, all there really is this idea. It's more like it's just in here for the sake of being cool, more than anything else.
Yeah, they don't do a whole lot else aside from just like fuck you up, I guess.
Yeah. Where if you want the in-depth explanation for every character in this, go watch Lazar Stygia's video. We're just giving you the cursory glance of everything in the book.
Yep, and it is a pretty dense book, so there is a lot to go over.
I was a little hesitant to make this episode because I was thinking, like, Lazar Stygia made this video, and he did it really well. By the way, here's the picture of the 4 horsemen up on the screen.
They do look cool for what it's worth, though.
And I was thinking, well, what can I do with the minute episode that he hasn't done better? And then I remembered, oh wait, he did actually go over the module in the back. That's what we'll do. But
that's the one part I didn't fucking read
in this book before we get into that. Which no, don't worry about that, Kyle. I'll walk you through it.
All right.
The Scribunda sisters.
Yeah, it's Scribunda sisters.
So it's basically a rip-off act of the three fates from Greek mythology, but they're not Greek, they're Romani. And they're here to tell your fortune and steal your money. Oh, sorry, that's racist. Sorry, let's move on.
Yeah. don't let Rap Red hear this part.
Do not talk to an Eastern European about gypsies.
They will have some shit to say.
We got Orinda Foamsinger, who's a Wendigo.
Yes. Although she's got a really weird quirk about her backstory, and we will get into that momentarily.
Yeah, she's hypnotized by Cavendish to believe that she's the last of the Croatan.
Yes.
And every day of her life is just the last of the Mohican. Where she was someone who was really into looking at the lost tribes, really into preserving the history of the Croatan, really into fighting and killing and wanting to permanently seal away the Eater of Souls and make sure that the sacrifice the Croatan made count for something. And so she went over to the Carolina, Virginia coast, and along with doing so, ran into Cavendish, where she never came back home. She looked directly into that little eye in Cavendish's palm, where he said, oh, you like the Croatans much? Well, like, guess what? You now are the Croatan. And we're going to set up a little booth where you just tell all these stories of tales of the Croatan that did not happen, but you believe they happened. And so you're just like the Mother Goose of the Renaissance Festival, but it's Native American themed.
I mean, it is a pretty neat concept, but it is also very tragic.
Where this is the whole thing. The Wendigo will never succeed. No.
Sadly.
Day of the Wendigo W has passed.
Well, we went over that briefly in Apocalypse, but, you know, it wasn't really a dub, was it?
Unless they get the big nuclear button, and then the W can happen.
I don't know if that's a W, homie.
Let's see here. We got Hose in the circus.
Hose?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Heterare.
Yeah. We got Iolantha.
Hetere.
And Rati. And Alexander. We had these really exotic names, and then we just end on Alexander.
And they're all just fucking she. All of them are she.
Yes, we're Kyle, are you down to fuck in the middle of this carnival?
No. That seems like a weird place to fuck, and I'm not into clowns.
Are you ready? Well, no, they don't look like clowns. I'm going to send you their picture right now.
Well, yeah, I see them here, and they are pretty looking, but still, that's going to be a hard no for me, homie.
Yeah, there's the picture up there on the screenshot.
Yes, they're all very pretty looking as she usually are, but that's still a no.
I went to the carnival, so only appears once a year, and I got my dick sucked while I was over there.
Yep.
They're all three of them are these unseelie, cock-loving she.
I feel like they should be Puka if that's the fucking case.
Like Kyle's, and
Right.
Am I guilting the Lily, or is this really it? Are they just here to fuck you?
They are literally just here to have sex and give your soul to the defiler worm. That is the only reason that they are here.
And it doesn't say where the fucking happens. Like,
no,
do you just go into
it does later. It does later on in the book. There is actually a like a brothel that's open during the later parts of the carnival.
Yeah.
Obviously, you guys fuck in the tiny car.
Yeah. Go get a little crowd in there.
Does the horn do the cucaracho when you unload?
Absolutely.
They say, you jizzed all over yourself. Here, take this handkerchief, and you just pull it out. It's just a string of
It's just a long string of handkerchiefs.
It just keeps going. When you get ready for round 2, hear the little clown horn. Honk, honk.
Honk if you're horny.
Oh my god,
that really
that's
is
funny.
It. And then there's one more hoe here. She's not magical. She's just an acrobat. She's called Flexible Helga. Where have you read the Kama Sutra? She has, and she's got the flexibility to pull off every position in the book.
Jesus.
Awesome. So in case you're playing Changing to Dreaming and you just got really horny in the middle of the game, you can just do this.
So you have that one part in Mensa Baranza when you did Out of the Abyss.
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
Let's go to the freak show.
Yes.
Let's go.
Gobble gabble, one of us. We accept her, one of us.
The part of the carnival that nobody really likes, but is at the carnival anyway.
Yep.
It's nobody was ever in a rush to get to the freak show in these.
No.
Whereas, as much as I like to watch freaks on the internet, it's more like you ruined your life because you're an alcoholic kind of freak.
Yep.
That
Basically.
kind of stuff. Yep. I don't ever punch down with that kind of shit. I don't like review anybody like King Cobra JFS, where if you're a guy who just does embarrassing behavior on the internet, I'll leave you alone. If you're a sketchy motherfucker that does criminal shit, I'm coming after you. That's
Beware the wrath of Johnny.
That's the ethics, quote unquote, I say, when it comes to this. So let's talk about Mr. Bile. Here he is.
Yes. Mr. Biles is kind of neat, actually. Like, despite his weird, like, fucked up remnants.
Bacchus's tent.
Can I even put this on the? Can I put this on the channel? I don't think I can, dude.
What I mean, that Mr. Bile?
Yeah, I can't.
It's fine. We're 18 plus.
What's wrong? What's wrong with it?
He's wearing bondage gear.
I mean, whatever. Is his penis out?
No, it isn't. But still, I'm gonna have to fucking age restrict this video, dog.
No, we don't have to do it unless his penis is out.
All right.
But if it's not good for TV, because you had fucking Rick and Morty, like Rick Sanchez was going around in this kind of shit.
All right, fine. I'll put it up on a goddamn screen.
Yes, he's got big arms, doesn't he?
Well, yeah, he's a freak feet.
What page is this on?
This is. Where is he? He's on page 47.
Yeah, the picture's on page 47,
so far ahead.
But his description is on page 44.
Yeah, it's kind of weirdly formatted.
Where his nature and demeanor is show off, and he's honestly pretty weak. Strength 2 for arms like that. He's strength 2, dexterity 3, stamina 3, charisma 2, manipulation 1, appearance 1, perception 2, even with 2 heads, intelligence 2 with 2 heads, wit 2. Alertness 4, athletics 2, dodge 3, streetwise 3, subterfuge 2, firearms 1, melee 3, performance 2, stealth 5, oddly enough, survival 3, enigmas 1, so I guess he knows about the worm, occult 1, Pentex lore 2, oh yeah, he does.
Well, yeah.
He has 1 point in resources.
I mean, he lives with a circus. I mean, look at him. Bro can't even afford clothes.
Well, he doesn't have pockets. Where does he keep his wallet?
Up his ass.
Yes, the ass wallet.
It's the prison wallet, yeah.
His powers include, he's got a shitload of stuff. Fangs, foot pads, malleate, mouth of the worm, rat head, slumber snot, stomach pumper, and second head. It's twice to puke.
Yeah. No wonder he's called Mr. Bile.
His stains include breed prejudice. I guess he's racist. The crusty, so he's got bad psoriasis on his back. Derangement, agoraphobia, he doesn't like heights. Infections, second head, and worms. Oh, so he's got the...
He's got a bad case of the worms.
In Freak Legion, the starting comic.
Exactly.
Willpower 7, by the way. He's not that strong, is he?
No, he isn't. I don't think he's meant to be.
And he's called Mr. Bile. His second head is called Lil Ralph. It's me, bitch, Lil Ralph. Okay, let's move on. He just dresses like this. He's just dressed like this. There's no real explanation as to why he's like this.
He's a show-off. That's what he does.
And does he walk on his feet? No, he just walks around on his arms.
I love the role-playing notes for Mr. Bile, though. It's actually kind of funny. It's like, do you know what it's like to wake up and realize that you are too much of a freak for even the freak feet to handle? You still remember their cruel and oh so clever taunts? 2 heads, you have 2 heads. Here in the circus, everything is different, though. Here, you're a star. Mr. Bile, they call you. Bored Gen Xers come from everywhere to see Freak City, and you're on top of the bill. Kids think you're cool. You've even gotten laid. The only drawback is working for that cone of flesh guy. Ugh, he's a freak.
We'll get to that asshat in a minute.
I really hope that's not in the same.
What?
Ballpark.
No.
Yeah, the kids think you're cool. You're even gotten laid.
No, I hope to
I hope
God
not.
that is not, because
I
that'd
really
be.
hope not. That's
Sicko
fun.
alert! Sicko alert!
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh no!
It's very sus that they group those two together.
Yeah, I didn't think of that at first, and now that I need to take a shower after this episode.
It's like talking about your mom an insane piece of ass in a sentence.
Yeah, no, you don't. That's high on the list of things that people don't say.
So how did he get here? Well, he was a part of the Freak Feet project. You remember way back when we did the Pentex episode, we talked about that. And he was from that group where the experiment failed, all the freaks got released, and not even the other Freak Feet wanted this guy around. They said he was a loser and just left him behind. So instead, he just wandered around. The circus found him and said, "Hey, kid, you want to be a star?" And he took the job because nobody else wanted him around. So, starved of human contact, he took the job, and now he's here.
Jesus.
Yay.
Yep.
And if your chronicle ends with you trying to escape through a sewer, this guy chases you down it.
Yep.
Fun.
Basically.
And as for the other freaks are more tame in comparison.
Yep.
For freak standards, by the way. Let's see here. I will go ahead and get the screenshot going for you.
Yep.
Let's see here. Ryan, are you enjoying the book so far?
Yeah, it's interesting.
There is a Bacchus's tent. There is. We'll get to that in a minute.
That's later on. That is so far ahead.
Check. So you might be wondering, well, why does that guy have a horse head? That's just Muella, the mule girl. She just has that.
Yep.
She just has that.
She's just a horse.
There's no explanation as to why she's a horse. She just is a horse.
Jesus.
And
then there's a very insensitive name here, Hermaphrodite.
Yeah. The bearded lady, where she, of course, was born to an aristocratic German family who got shunned because she had this giant beard and was going to be killed in the Holocaust if it wasn't for Devin Cavendish. He saved her life. What a swell guy.
At what cost? Sure, you weren't purged by the Nazis, but you sold your soul to the devil. That's kind of a lose-lose situation there.
You got to think about the long term when you're faced with deals like this.
I guess so.
We've also got Burlap Boy, that scarecrow over there. You remember Chucky from Child's Play? That's what he is. He's just an asshole, and that's his character.
He's from the atrocity realm, so he just kind of hangs around the carnival, though.
Yeah, he's just a remorseless asshole. He makes your kids cry, and he thinks it's funny. He'll insult you to your face. He'll flip the bird. He's just a very unpleasant asshole to be around.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And what does he look like underneath that? I'm assuming it's either just empty space or he's a bunch of bugs underneath it, like Hooky Boogie.
Wouldn't that technically make him a hollow one?
It would. But it's not, because he's actually just a spirit possessing the burlap sack.
That makes sense, yeah.
You might want to know how much rage he has. 10.
Yup. Well, I mean, he's literally a Bane. Of course he is rage 10.
And 55 power, so that's 55 levels of health you're swinging against.
Fuck that.
But, as I said before in the Spirits video, every time they use a charm, that's cast from their hit points. And a spirit doesn't regenerate. Which is the one good thing.
Yep.
However, what you're up against is Air Sense, which every spirit has. I don't even know why I mentioned that. Create Wind, Corruption, Materialize, Reform, and Tracking. You want to know how this guy fights?
How's that?
What he does is that he will make little tiny razor blades that are the same weight as a piece of straw. He will then use Create Wind to blow those at you, and then before you know it, you didn't even feel it. It just felt like a gust of air. You take another step, you fall to the ground as you now notice that you're covered in dozens of slashes that were not there before.
So he fights like what was the dude in Naruto that had like the ice mirrors?
Haku.
Yeah. He fights like Haku.
where you just take a step and all of a sudden you die from 1,000 cuts.
Yep.
So hopefully you're not playing as a mage, because that is going to very quickly shred through your health levels. And going along with this, we also got the Barlows, who are just tiny folk running around because, everybody needs a dwarf in a freak show.
Yep.
They carry silver daggers and silver guns.
They're the Cone of Flesh's secret police.
We got the McTaggart, the dog-faced detective, in case you're wondering who that was back there, where I guess he's just... what was his name, McGruff? He was just a parody version of McGruff.
I guess so, yeah.
And he helps you find your missing
familiar.
kids. What a nice guy. Then we got Vesuvius the Fire Eater, where he is a George Washington University graduate, and he works at a circus. He has his degree is in African American Studies.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. That's why you want to go and get a trade at a university. You don't want to get a useless bullshit degree like that.
Yep, and his trade was eating fire. How about that?
You sold your soul to the devil so you can breathe fire on people.
Oh, it worked, didn't it?
And then we got the humbugs, the pickled punks, and the pig lady. What are those? People that are quote-unquote fired from the circus who are now preserved in formaldehyde.
Lovely.
Awesome.
Why?
Well, if you're not going to work for me, you're going to complain all the time, you can still work for me in death. And so he'll kill you and then just perfectly preserve you and then just put you in a little exhibit where people can see a dead body.
The ride never ends.
I guess.
And then we got the Carnival Hands. We got Klaus Ron and then Jean Colette and Guy Rozon. Where they're the Carnival Hands going around. They're cool people, but they don't really have any stat blocks. There's honestly not much to talk about with these
They're just
guys.
kind of hanging around.
The third circle. I really want to talk about this guy, Dr. Owl.
Yes.
This guy is my favorite character in this book.
I love how this is something I've never heard of. Convention Electrodyne Engineer. What is that?
The former name of the Sons of Ether.
Oh, interesting.
Kyle, back when they were part of the Technocracy.
So he's an old technocrat.
Yeah. Yeah. He's been around for a while. And I just read this verbatim. Let's go into his stats.
Yes.
Strength 2. Actually, no, it's a mage. Forget. Let's just get into his spells. Entropy 2, Life 4, Matter 5, Mind 4, Prime 4, and Time 2.
Oh my God.
He has just enough to slow down his aging. Just
That's
enough.
not bad.
Yeah.
Avatar 3, Destiny 4, Node 2, by the way. Oh, and if you want to try messing with this guy, he has a willpower score of 9 and a ret score of 6.
Fuck.
That with the entropy 2 would make fighting him a pain in the ass.
Yeah, you're going to be doing a lot of rerolls, not by choice, when fighting this guy. And there he is. I posted his picture. It should be up on the screen. He believes he runs the Midnight Circus instead of Devin Cavendish. He believes he's the boss. And as for how he ended up here, well, he was a guy who was from Frankfurt. He studied Voltaire. He studied Rousseau. He's a very smart man. His real name is Gerlach August Yule. And as Circus was in town, he went over to it. He really didn't want to go, but he went over anyway. And they went over to this freak show that they were doing. And he stopped in the middle of the show and said, "This is a crock of shit. This isn't real." And he went over, stole the show, and scientifically explained all the tricks, explained all the illusions, and just broke the illusion of everything. He said, "There's a rational explanation to everything you're seeing, ladies and gentlemen. This is not magic. And I would like to condemn the circus for filling your heads with stupid bullshit." Devin Cavendish was so tickled by this, he said, "Hey, do you want a job disproving everything I do?" And he said yes. And
Honestly,
so now he's here.
That's kind of a stroke of genius on Cavendish's part, because, like, what better way to make better illusions than hire a guy whose job it is to break illusions?
Where he is now completely blind to the weirdness happening around him, where he believes he's doing God's work of just going around and proving that everything has a logical, scientific explanation, when he doesn't know anything about what's actually going on around him and has no idea that he's leading people to deaths. He's both unaware of what he's doing. And as for does he have? I think he has an extra level of health.
Yeah, he does.
That's just some weird on stat block.
Yeah, he's got 7 levels of health.
Oh, and also he has husk. He has backup bodies, by the way.
Of course he does. He's an aetherite, a beta aetherite.
And if he's not going to take it over, he has a little. It's called the husk that goes around, where he just has these clone bodies that hang around. That he intentionally gives that gigantism trait to. He's a son of ether. He can splice that gene into them. That after all, eugenics was their paradigm for a little while, and it'll just go around and be his little bodyguard, and you'll get in a fight with the husk, and the husk will die, and then he'll just make another husk. If you kill Dr. Owl, he'll just upload his body to the husk, and then just reform himself back to normal. And basically, he's like Devin Canvas. You're never going to kill this guy.
Well, what you can do is convince him that, like, hey, this Cavendish guy is playing you for an absolute fool, and he's really in charge. You should go fuck him up and take control of it yourself.
Yes. And they'll say, well, actually, I'm the one in control of this. I'm never wrong. In fact, there's an explanation to you. It's called delusional. It happens when you fixate on one idea. Now, let me explain. What was your background like? What kind of relationship did you have with your mother and your father? There's a pretty good psychological explanation as to why you believe this and why you want to be the center of attention of everything that you're a part of.
Oh, so he doesn't shut the fuck up neither.
He will talk you to death. Yes.
Yep.
And why does he do it to Circus? He owns a museum of magical curiosities, and his whole shtick is, this isn't magic, this is natural science, and he will scientifically explain how it happens. Now, why is he dangerous? Why should you give a shit about this guy? Well, if you're a neonate vampire, he'll explain to you how your own Curse of Cain affects you. He can just do that. He can talk you out of your paradigm if you're a mage, traditionalist. Well, a werewolf can just rip his heart out, but then again, he has backup bodies. He's going to be fine. A wraith can just avoid him. If you're playing as a changeling, Kyle, this guy will max out your banality score by talking to you.
That's fucking terrifying.
If you encounter this man as a changeling, just being around this guy will poison you.
He is a technocrat, so that makes sense.
And he will talk you out of your face spirit, so you either die of boredom listening to him, or he shatters your face spirit. This guy is your changing killer when it comes to this game.
I do think it's interesting how, like, so far we have gone over basically every counter to every other, like, world, every other splat in the World of Darkness.
Yeah.
And we have yet to get to the real Wraith Killer. That's at the Ferris wheel. Just wait for that, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Bobby, he's got an assistant called Leon Carter. Now, JoJo, Johnny, and our server did not believe me when I said this guy was just a guy with a lion face.
He actually is. It's literally just a dude with a lion. He doesn't have a stat block.
Yeah. Ryan, there he is up on screen. He just looks like that.
Yep.
He just looks like that.
That's just the way he looks.
That's just him.
I feel bad for bro.
Yes. And he is a guy from... His whole background is that he's just a guy from Nevada. His mom worked for Pentex, and that's why he looks like this, because I guess she took Tylenol while she was pregnant.
Yes. He's a certified Tylenol American.
Can we get the autism announcement on the screen?
I still think that's the funniest shit in the world.
That was a fucking news article.
On Charlie Kirk's death of all places, that's when they fucking said it.
Yeah, it was that came out first, and then a week after was the autism announcement.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Jesus.
I can't finish that without...
Dude, this whole thing has just been dog ass.
A lot of things happened in September.
This is just, this is just, fucking nothing ever happens guys on Suicide Watch right now.
Yes. And now we have to talk about the prime asshole of the game. Now, Devin Cavendish is a bad dude. This guy is just and you can at least like Devin Cavendish. He's at least charismatic. He's a charming guy to talk to. He runs the circus for a reason.
Yeah.
This guy's just a dick. The cone of flesh.
It's literally Jabba the Hutt in a moo-moo.
That's him, Ryan.
That's one
That's it.
ugly looking motherfucker.
Yep.
Would you believe if I told you he's a Fomori?
Yes.
Jesus Christ, it is grotesque.
So yeah, he's I believe he is he's part of the Formerak project of the seventh generation. So this guy has fucked kids in the past.
Ew.
Yeah. Just imagine the smell of this fucking thing.
It literally says it smells like bad cheese.
He really like this is what like every pedophile looks like give or take a beard.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
And so yeah, that's why he wins the asshole award. And he runs the freak show. He just walks around and he's just a dick to everybody. And if you want to complain to somebody, well, if you want to complain to this manager.
No, I don't think I want to be around that manager.
And his stats, by the way, if you want to fight this guy: strength 10, dexterity 3, stamina 5, charisma 1, manipulation 5, appearance 0, perception 3, intelligence 2, wits 3, acting 3, alertness 3, artistic. Oh, I said autistic.
Nice.
Artistic expression 4. Brawl 2, Empathy 2, Intimidation 4, Leadership 3, Streetwise 2, Subterfuge 5. So you know this guy's a manipulative bastard.
Yes.
Yep. Etiquette 3, Melee 4, a whip made of the rolls of his own fat. Music 2, Bureaucracy 3, Finance 2, Investigation 4, Linguistics 2, Medicine 3, Occult 4, Fetish 5, Resources 4. His powers include, but are not limited to, Body Barbs, Cause Insanity, Ectoplasmic Extrusion, Height of the Worm, Malleate, Mega Strength, Mouth of the Worm, Procreation, Regeneration, Size, and Tar Baby. If you punch this guy, his body will morph in a way that you will go through the folds of fat, then get stuck in the fat, and then dissolve in the acid produced by his skin.
Ew.
And if you try to shoot this guy, well, congratulations, you don't have a gun that can pierce his flesh.
I also love how one of his taints is that he's addicted to cocaine.
Oh yeah, this guy's flying when you talk to him.
Oh my god.
It's also
because cocaine's great.
He's also got fading, limited mobility, and worms.
Well, of course, limited mobility. Fucking look at him.
And
he's ugly as sin.
Yeah, he's ugly as sin. Let's see. Shall we talk about Koba the Clown next?
Yes, we can look at Koba. Koba the Clown.
No, he doesn't have a picture, sadly. Where let me get to character. So yeah, it's me, this Koba the Clown. Yeah, I heard you like clowns, Kyle. So yeah, are you into more progressive comedy where you see, I was in a bath one day, and I was thinking that, these critics, they say that that's funny, and that's not. I decided, you know what, you critics don't actually know what you're talking about. But I actually do agree with some of their points. Comedy has gotten a little bit stale. I mean, Kyle, how many times have you seen somebody in the white face paint with a red nose just drop their pants or get a little spray bottle from a flower? It's the same joke. You'll just laugh at the same thing over and over. That's not funny. So I decided to do a more progressive comedy. See, I'm a genius over here, and now I do whatever any clown wishes they were doing. I'm doing what clowns can only dream of doing, Kyle. You see, I tell jokes until someone dies. See, I am the world's first fully functioning homicidal clown with my progressive comedy show. Come on, come into the big time. No, don't be shy. Don't be shy.
I mean,
this is how I imagine this guy sounds like. This full Heath Ledger.
He just does sound like Heath Ledger. I mean, yeah, I haven't seen a clown drop it. Well, actually, that's not true. I did see a clown pull his dick out of his pants, stuff it between the keys of an electric keyboard, and then rock a saxophone solo, and that was fucking awesome.
What was his name?
Everybody should go listen to Clowncore. That's your homework assignment: is go listen to Clowncore because it's awesome.
Play the Insane Cloud Posse.
No, not Insane Cloud Posse. Clowncore. It's 2 jazz musicians, and they're awesome.
Yeah, they're actually pretty good.
This man is a Fomori, by the way. He's got animal control, immunity to delirium, mind blast, so he's a fucking psyker, prolonged life, shadow play, and succubi veil, with no taints of the worm.
That's just impressive.
Now, how he doesn't have any taints, the Bane hasn't fully possessed him. There was a Bane that was possessing this, I think it was, what was it, a clown of a different circus that Koba was a part of. And when he died, it was because a Silent Strider killed him, damaged the Bane. The Bane escaped. Koba then made a pact with the Bane because, once again, spirits don't regenerate. So the Bane is at a point where it can't take over Koba because it's just too weak, and it doesn't want to go back to Malpheus. So the two of them have this symbiotic relationship where it's not symbiotic. Koba has complete control over the Bane. He managed to finesse the deal to where he got more than he gave in that deal.
Holy fuck.
And his real name is Jerigeef Sasha, where he doesn't bother with clown paint. He says clown paint's gay, but he does wear a red nose. And he has a big, very nice handlebar mustache. And his whole past was, his parents wanted to say, you're going to become part of the Orthodoxy when you grow up. You're going to join the priesthood. And he said, fuck you, Dad, I ain't joining the priesthood. I'm going to be a clown. And so he did.
Wait a minute. That was Krusty the Clown's backstory.
Yeah.
What?
No, like, actually, in the fucking Simpsons episode. Yeah. There was the episode where Krusty goes to the Simpsons for dinner. And they learn about, like, his tragic backstory that, like, his father was a well-respected rabbi. And he always wanted to be a clown, and his father disowned him because, because he wanted to be a clown instead of being a rabbi.
And so he's just evil, Krusty the Clown.
Well, there's nothing evil about it. You mean I gotta go have dinner with the cone of flesh again? I ain't smelled cheese that bad since I went on that vacation to Vienna.
And here's what his show is like. It's called the Progressive Clown Show, where he comes out, he's dressed in a trench coat, and you go over to his big top tent, and you go inside, where the interior is full of these propaganda posters about himself, and about how he's the world's smartest comic, and how progressive clowning will lead mankind to a happier future. Under Koba, all clowns are funny, and all children are happy. And tragedy is comedy. This guy, like, if you combine Krusty Clown with Heath Ledger's Joker, this is this character.
That is basically what we're getting here, yeah.
And the clowns all come out where they do all these different. He's more political, where he has Catholic bishops stealing money from his clowns, and then and Koba's going around saying, now this is what's going on with society, and this is how it's evil, and this is the joke behind it. Where he's going for, I guess, like, Vincent Oshana, or like, is that his name from fucking PBD? Or like, he's got the same level of comedy and like the same sense of humor as Steven Crowder.
Oh, Jesus. So not really comedy at all in that regard. Hang on one sec.
It's like reverse Jimmy Kimmel, I guess.
Huh.
Where it's just blatant political commentary, and if you agree with the politics, you'll laugh at it, I guess. Yeah. And he just every time they'll do a little skit, and Koba will always be the wise man in it. It's oh, for fuck's sake, I realize what this is. It's Euthyphro, what he's doing. It's, behold, you got an idea? Well, I'm here to tell you how your idea is wrong, and I'm here to tell you what a fucking idiot you are, and that's the joke. So, yeah, it's that Koba's the genius, and Koba always knows what he's doing, and he's the smart guy, and so he wrote this entire script to make himself look intelligent.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
Late night talk host.
And three, hey, or should we say, smush the movie Blu-ray torrent?
I have arrived from my deep slumber.
I spirited away his name. I've now branded him in my own image.
Yes, I am now smashed.
Now, in the middle of the clown show, at the end of the show, Kobo will say, "Now, thank you for enjoying my political fart smelling, but there's one thing we're missing. There's a traitor amongst us, and his name is Steven." And they point out this Steven the clown, and Steven gets on a unicycle and tries to get away, and then Dimitri shows up. Kyle. Now you might be wondering who he is. He is a girl that rides a motorcycle, who is here to ride on a motorcycle, grab Steven, and then eat him in one bite, and then burp out his shoe. And everyone laughs, and the show ends. Wasn't that funny, ladies and gentlemen?
That was...
You start off with like blatant political propaganda comedy, and then you end with something as weird as this.
Yep.
Kind of polarizing.
Yeah. And so hopefully everybody enjoyed that show.
And if you didn't, too bad. We still got your money, so fuck you.
No refunds.
Nope.
See, going along with this. Next we got Zimbra, where he's a strongman, everybody.
With
And-
Rich Zimbra, the strong man.
Nature demeanor, monster.
That's okay.
Where you might be wondering, what does he look like? Well, he doesn't look like the strongman who's wearing the leotard with the stripes on it, who has the big honking mustache and then lifts the barbell and like everything's fancy. He looks like Dr. Doom.
Yeah, he does.
Of all
You see the
things.
picture here. He does
Yeah.
actually look like Dr. Doom. Holy shit. I didn't
yeah,
think
there
about
he
that
is.
before.
His feats of strength are not to be done on weights, they are to be done on rates. He's just walking around the circus looking for rates, so he can then take his plasma whip, those chains over there, and strangle you into oblivion with the chains.
So this is basically just Mr. X if you're a wraith.
Yes, and
Get the fuck out of here.
yeah, and he's here to drag you down to the Shadowlands, where he then has a little torture chamber where he just tortures you forever.
So he's a specter?
Yeah. He's got 10 angst, he's got 10 permanent corpus. His fetter is an execution block because what was this guy in life? An executioner. He got paid to kill people in London, and he loved it.
Then he got
too
British
sadistic,
Franz
and he was
Schmidt.
killed by the same. And then he was killed by the same execution method for being too psychotic.
We'll figure that.
That sucks.
That is
So
poetic.
The man fried his brain on snuff.
Why do all the clowns gotta go insane?
All these clowns.
Because life
These
is
clowns
but
that
a
go around
joke.
and kill people.
I
And
guess
by the way,
you-
and if
guess
you
you
try
could
to
call
escape
them-
Zimbra,
Hang on.
if you try to escape
Ryan, what's
Zimbra,
up?
Ryan, he has more specters he can just summon and chase after you. By the way,
Oh, great.
Holy
I guess you could call them an insane clown posse.
God damn it.
Ah,
There's our Ryan, our classic Ryan pun.
they're telling these fucking jokes. Alright. We got fortune tellers. I honestly don't find the fortune tellers to be that interesting. Kyle, do you?
Well, no, didn't we already talk about like other fortune tellers earlier?
I mean, there was like the whole thing, like they were like the fake fortune tellers where they were pretending to be like the Fates, but they're gypsies and they steal your money. Where their names are Sergey, Herr Fiddler, and who else is there? Kuan Yin is. And do I just have 3 super low on my end, or
No, he's super low on my end, too.
I've tried to turn
Tried
him
to
up,
turn him up
but
a bit.
like, yeah, 3. If you can
Okay,
get,
do I
if you can
sound
turn your
better?
mic up.
Do I sound better?
Yeah, that's better.
yeah, or just get closer to the microphone?
Yeah.
Either way, it's 3 mages who never made it in this grand scheme of Mage Ascension. Now they just tell you their future at the carnival. That's it, really.
So they've resigned themselves to, a life of mediocrity.
Yeah,
I do like how one of them is like very clearly a guy, and he's very clearly wearing a wig.
Yeah.
And he just
Really?
looks so
I'm real
perturbed
hard.
at the whole thing.
Yes. It's the wholesome cross-dresser.
It's
The
like
fourth
it's like when who's the guy that voiced Legoshi in Beastars? What was his name? Jonas Scott or Jonas Scott, I think is what his name is. And it's like he did a bit in VR chat where he like put Legoshi to maid dress, and he was like, "Hi, welcome to the at-home maid cafe. Tonight is Thursday, which means it's Sundari night, and it's not like I like you or anything, Baka." That's that dude right there, just completely phoning it in.
Shall we talk about the other part of the Infernal Trio, Astarte? Now, I might be wondering, does Devin Cavendish control the show entirely? Not really, because we do have Astarte with us.
It's surprising that, you know, that the friggin' she have sold out to them.
Where she have sold out the circus to Nefani, but nobody left. Over here, where she is the oldest member of what is called the Infernal Trinity. We'll talk about the other member of the Trinity in a minute. But she's been around since the fucking 8th century, if I'm right.
Jesus Christ.
Damn, she
and
is old.
Yeah, her whole shtick is, I refuse to let this project go. And if you want a hopeful ending for the Midnight Circus, you can side with different members of the circus in this. If you side with her, you have the chance of returning the circus to the old, friendly, happy, but still scary circus that it used to be if Astarte takes over. You know, her appearance. Well, let's take a picture. Just look at a picture of her. She is this whole like keeper of the void, where she's aware of the evil of this circus, and she knows about this. She's not entirely happy with it, but she's still a corruptor in her own way. Because after all, a bitch has got to eat, right? She's a fae in the after the shattering. She's got to harvest glamour, or else she's going to cease to exist.
No, she.
So we got this carnival where we're just going to entertain you and maybe like scare and terrify the shit out of you, and it will feed me and will keep me alive. Now, please get out of here before Devin Cavendish kills you. Is the whole thing. She knows the evil of the system, but it's the best she has to keep herself around. Is the whole shtick to her character. And see, I'll skip her usual stat block. I'll just get into her arts. Chicanery 5, Chronos 4, means that she can stop time. Dreamcraft 5, Primal 4, Soothsay 3, Sovereign 5. So if she just declares stop fighting, everyone in the scene just stops fighting until she gives the approval to start the combat all over again. And Wayfarer 4. As for her realms, Actor 5, Fae 5, Nature 3, Prop 3, Scene 5. Now, what I mean by Scene 5? The entire carnival is affected by her spells.
What the fuck?
Yes.
Yeah, she has a wide AoE attack.
No
she
kidding.
knows, with Sovereign and Soothsay, she knows what's going on in the carnival at all times. She can enchant people in the carnival with Chicanery and Dreamcraft. She can stop the carnival and just move around at her own pace whenever she feels like, and then time resumes as normal after she's done.
So she is a Wardo. Yep.
And then with Primal, she can talk to the carnival and rearrange the carnival as you're in it to prevent you from escaping or finding her. Yes.
Interesting.
Even the carnival hates you.
Yeah.
So yeah, she has this little like symbiotic relationship with the carnival itself. But she's your route to the good ending. Now, it's not necessarily good to side with the Astarte, because it's more like bittersweet kind of ending, where it's still an evil carnival, but it's not as evil as it was. You know.
Yeah, if you want the good ending, you need to Zarbomb the entire place.
She's also got this guy that she just keeps around to dunk on, called the Summer King, who is a former unseelie she of House Allele. So you know this chap's ass with him being House Allele, where he's just here to be a fake Renaissance fair king that pretends he has power, but knows he has none, and he's just around for Astarte to dunk on. and that's it.
So he's just a punching bag?
Basically,
Yeah, basically, he is. You ever have one of those friends that nobody actually likes in your group, and he's just there for everybody in your friend group to make fun of?
Yeah, I've had people like that, and it always
yeah,
killed
that's
me.
him.
Jesus Christ.
We also got Glasson Harper, or Ringwain, who is, if I'm remembering this right, she is disguised as just one of you. You're not going to be able to identify her on sight. Where, once again, another she who just walks around, and if I'm remembering this right, she... Kyle, the last time we went to the Renaissance Festival, was there a fairy character that went around and just played music on a flute or a harp?
I didn't see that, but I did run into a party of druids. It was a group of like fucking 12 people all dressed up in leaves and herbs and flowers and carrying sticks and chanting and banging drums and shaking tambourines. And they would walk around giving people acorns to plant. And I'm like, was I just given a side quest by a druid?
You were.
And I still have those acorns on my counter, so I do need to find a place to plant them. I need to complete the side quest.
You need to complete the side with that sweet carnival XP.
Yes.
So the thing with Ringwain, when she's sorry, Ryan, saying something?
Plant them under your boss's car at work.
Yeah. It'll grow in size and flip it over.
Yep.
Where she goes around in civilian clothes and spies on people, but in character she dresses up as a fairy who goes around, plays a flute, plays a harp, and just goes around as like a Renaissance Festival bard, basically. Or really, she's a spy working for Astarte the entire time. And there's two other spies called Calypso and Mr. Quigley, who are a Caribbean fake Jamaican accent bard and a jester, respectively.
Yeah. Can you do his voice, Johnny?
Say, hey man, over here looking at the band, man, I'm Calypso. You want to hear the song, man?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's the thing. The big Rastafarian.
I think that
at the
this
carnival.
be the kind of thing that I could take care of.
Yeah.
You done it. What you talking about, boy?
Next up, we got Bishop. He is the king clown of the carnival, so to speak. He's a tall man in his 50s, and he looks like your very classic clown. He's like a very fun clown. Very get your work together. He's got bright red and orange clown makeup on one side, blue and green frowny clown makeup on the other side. Oh, sorry, blue and purple. Where he's half funny, half sad, and he's not looking good. He's hitting the drugs really hard outside the carnival. He's got the alcoholic wrinkles that Alex Jones has.
Yep.
Yeah, he's looking rough. And
is he normal? Is he natural?
He is a mage, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, he used to be a social chorister, but ever since he's just found a way to compromise with his religious beliefs. He's got Correspondence 3, Entropy 2, Mind 2, Prime 5, and Spirit 3. The man can step sideways.
Wait, what does Essence Primordial mean?
He is very in tune with wild spirits and wild energy.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, Prime 4 or 5, he can just delete you from existence.
Now, the fun thing, this man knew who Devin Cavendish was before he became Nefandi.
Really?
That's the fun thing with him. And as for his paradigm, he's not Christian, he's Gnostic. So he believes in the whole idea with the Demiurge. And when he got to meet the Demiurge in the Midnight Carnival, the Midnight Circus, he said, "Oh, so you're the thing that was in my text. Okay, cool." And so his paradigm didn't break when he saw that.
Damn.
So afterwards, he came to a cross where he said, "I can either let Cavendish kill me, or I can join the carnival and try to keep myself going." And he's joined, where there was an eventual paradigm of bringing salvation to the masses through comedy and helping make the world a happier place through his jokes. but that's starting to slowly fade away because just the circus just eats at you. It just eats at your soul. He's been putting up a good fight for 5 years, and with this spell arrangement, he's not extending his lifespan. Cavendish is. Cavendish won't let this man die.
That's just cruel.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's the fun thing with him. Shall we go into his
Is
comedy
he-
show?
Yes.
Is he the only like good guy there, or is he still evil with like the rest of them?
He wants to be good, but the fight has just been smashed out of him. He just exists.
Yep.
He's just going on, like the lights are out in his
He's
eyes, but
also
he's just going to keep
Elmer
going
Fudd.
until he hits a wall.
Yeah, he's the companion you can recruit in this game.
As for his circus show, it's a family value show, so it's appropriate for all ages. It's not super political like Koba's was.
Yours is a loving God.
Where
It's an actual comedy show.
and the whole thing is because he's using it with magic, he's trying to do the best he can with his mage paradigm, where he's trying to have this like divine aspect to the show. Where, it's, how did that happen? It must have been a miracle. Oh, this must have been an act of God that made this possible. And some that see them, he's actually working against the carnival because he's trying to say to you during the middle of the show, hey, this carnival's evil. Get out. Just go back to home. Pick up your pants and find Jesus. And he's trying to say that to you in the middle of the show. And some people listen, but because the world of darkness is filled with sheeple, most of them don't. So he wants to help you, but the energy's just out of him. The fight and the passion is just out of him. So this is the best he can do to try to help you out.
Doesn't Paradox affect him?
Well, it's a circus. He's got good cover.
Oh, okay.
His assistant, by the way, is Mr. Flint or Korax.
Yep.
Oh. He's got
That's who-
he's got his buddy
Nature conniver,
Korax.
demeanor autist. Cool.
He's very good with money, by the way.
Oh, so he's a Giovanni.
I bet. Korax
And-
like shiny things.
Yep.
And you remember Vancouver Dark Alliance?
Yes.
Well, this Korax would have been in this book had Cavendish not found him during a visit to Vancouver, who then took him, dragged him into the circus, and refused to let him go.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, this man was personally corrupted by Devin Cavendish.
I think it's because
Oh no.
that means that Flint knows something.
He knows, but Cavendish keeps paying him money that he can't spend.
Exactly. See,
Yeah.
I think Cavendish knows that Korax talk, and because Flint knew about the circus, he is keeping him there to keep him quiet forever.
And this Mr. Flint is the closest you get to a BSD equivalent of the Korax. Where he's just stuck doing this whole carnival of perpetual misery. He's aloof, he's conceited, he's a dick, but he's very good with money. And he's got this whole monkey's paw where you'll be surrounded by all of this money that will continue to increase in volume, but you can never spend it.
You have
Amazing.
all this money, but can never spend it.
It's
Yeah.
Eustace from Courage Cowardly Dog after he gets dragged into the money box, and he got piles of money next around him, and he's going, I'm rich. Wait, where am I going to spend this?
Yep.
Yeah,
And he finally,
he was caught in a conceptual paradox right there.
and we've also got our good friend Baroque with us, who's a Samity,
Baroque.
where
Samity.
yeah, the seventh generation too.
Damn.
Ooh.
As for his disciplines, Auspex 3, Celerity 1, Fortitude 1, Mortis 4, Necromancy 5, Obfuscate 3, Presence 1.
Ooh. He is stacked.
As for what he looks like, he's walking around in a white suit. He's got this like white vampire face. He paints himself up to look like a skeleton because, you know, him being a Sammy, the skin's hanging pretty loose off of his bones.
I was about to say, I would have thought he was, oh jeez, it's been so long since I played Killer 7. Fuck. How am I
Where-
forgetting his name?
So, yeah, I'm trying to think with you.
Yeah, hang on. Killer 7.
The Killer 7.
Yeah, I can't
That's
even fucking remember.
So, ironically enough, this man isn't even Jamaican, by the way. Baroque. He's actually Tibetan.
Oh, really?
No.
Garcia and
the-
Smith.
and he-
That's who I was thinking of.
Garcia and Smith.
Yep.
Just flip that. Flip just that outfit that Garcia wears. That, but add a little hat to it.
Ah, okay.
That's what it looks like. That also raises the question: is Baroque wearing? If he's painted his face look like a skull, does that mean he's painted the rest of his skin black?
Yeah, isn't that like racist or something?
Yeah, well, a racist in this game? You gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, that's fair.
The least worrying thing you can expect from someone to be a racist.
And as for his job, so who do you think is working for the circus, Kyle? You can't exactly just do a job fair for the Midnight Circus, can you?
No, probably not.
So after the demons that empower the circus eat your soul, this guy gets your corpse and brings it back to life as a zombie.
That's why he's got Mortis, I imagine. Mortis 4.
Yeah, he's the HR, so to speak.
He's HR.
Now look.
Yeah, he's literal human resources. I said literal. Yeah, it's human resources.
I see what you did there.
And then we have Calibris. Does this guy have a picture?
Calibris.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, pulling up his picture. So this guy just looks evil as shit.
He's evil Gambit from the X-Men.
Yeah, here he is. That's where it looks like. Brian, would you like to guess the Vampire Clan? Take a wild guess here. I'll think about this. You would think that, wouldn't you?
Yep.
Well, so what's your second guess?
Toreador.
Yes,
that is correct.
No, thought you were gonna say
That's-
his key instead of something because that
he-
picture.
We're talking about Calibris, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's one of those Toreador that acts like a Avenger.
He looks like Slash.
He kind of does.
Also, he has the same kind of you mentioned Gambit before. Let me go over his stats. Strength 4, Dexterity 6, Stamina 4, Charisma 4, Manipulation 6, Appearance 3, Perception 3, Intelligence 4, Wits 5.
Damn.
Also, Subterfuge 5, Art 6, Stealth 5, Stage Magic 5.
I'd like to point out he is a 6th generation vampire.
Yeah, with 7 points in chemistry.
What
What
the
Ravnos
fuck?
did he diabolize? He must have diabolized somebody to get that.
Oh yeah, a Ravnos that has been around for a very long time.
Also,
Which
he
is
has
rare.
nihilistics as a discipline.
What the fuck is that?
Nihilistics.
Now, I
His
have
own
never
discipline?
seen this on a stat block, but I'll tell you what that does. It is, you get the forces of the underworld, and you manifest it in the form of raw magic.
What the fuck? How?
So with this man can look into the Shadowlands. And you remember that the Mr. X that we mentioned before? His name's fucking escaping me. Fuck. So he can look into the Shadowlands and say, "Hey, there's a wraith. I know just the guy who's gonna hunt you down and kill you."
He calls
So he
Zimbra,
does.
yeah.
Yes. So that's what he's able to do.
Oh my god.
That
And
is
as for what
one
what-
hell of a discipline.
And his whole thing is he's just a greedy asshole who wants to kill Cavendish and kill Astarte, and he's already on his way to doing so. He's one of the Infernal Three, by the way. This is the other guy who owns the carnival. As for how the fuck he got his hands on that, I've read his backstory, even I don't know how the fuck he got this.
He's an enigma.
I think that
Like,
was
he-
that was
Not
done
even the writers
intentionally
know.
then.
Where-
Not even the writers know.
Like it's not even his accomplishment because his connections to the Ravnos and the Tremere helped him be in the right place at the right time to extort a deal over Cavendish.
So he's one of the few that
And-
actually got one over on him.
He started off as a stage magician, and then ever since then, he started like working his way up until he became co-owner of the carnival. and his plan is he wants to kill Cavendish and Astartes and take the whole carnival. And he doesn't even give a fuck about the infernal powers that fuel the carnival. He just wants this for himself.
Yeah, he wants to be the main boss of the.
He just wants to turn this to a show about himself, or he's the ringmaster, and this is just a show that glorifies him, makes him feel special, makes him feel like a god, and that's his whole motivation. That's the whole thing here. He is the con artist to end all con artists, is the plan.
He's basically just looking to take everything for himself. That's two of them that are in this thing that think they run the show.
Now you're thinking, he's a simple vampire, right? How is he going to fight against a Nefandi with powers like that and a she who's been around since the 8th century? Oh, simple. This man will just get periodically possessed by a war goddess.
What the fuck?
This, you remember how we were mentioning before that this was like a loose verbena thing when the carnival first started?
Yeah.
That original goddess, Kara, is still around and will possess Calibris and give him the power he needs to stand up against the other two members of the Trinity.
Holy shit.
So yeah.
Is she like in a car now? How strong is she?
Well, it's a goddess. How do you think that fares?
Is it like
an actual pagan deity? Yes.
Oh, so Celestian. Okay.
Yes.
Holy shit.
So yeah, between those three, Devin Cavendish, Astartes, and what the fuck was his name? Fucking lose my mind over this. Calibris. Pick two to be your final boss.
Oh Jesus Christ!
How about no one and just?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go with Calibris and Astartes because I don't want to fight Cavendish because they'll just keep resetting.
It turns out the Satan is pretty cool.
I met this Louis guy. He's a cool dude.
He accepts everybody.
Yeah, you don't want to fight the Nefandi. He will get conceptually erased.
And now we go into the attractions. What is there to do in a carnival now that we've gone over most of the characters? So the big top, where once again, it's where all the big shows take place. You got Koba's comedy, you got Bishop's comedy, you got all these other crazy shows that take place in the middle of this place. Well, good sense. The Equestrian Act, where it's horses. You like horse shows, don't you?
Nay.
It so happens. One of my coworkers, I barely see this guy anymore because of our routes don't align at all. He's actually a professional barrel racer.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, he goes to rodeo shows. He did his whole national competition, and so he tells me about this stuff. He tells me about like owning horses, having horses for shows, taking care of your horse. So just a lot of insight went into that. And where it turns out, before a show, do not feed your horse hay. It will excite the horse and make the horse crazy.
Really?
It's a small upper for a horse.
Like an aphrodisiac, what the hell?
Along with that, we got the amazing pachyderms. Don't you miss elephant shows?
Yeah, I love when they abuse one of the most intelligent land creatures to exist.
Dumbo was my favorite.
Yep.
Well, don't worry. We can just have a guy. We can just have Calibris feed them the vampire blood, and everything will be fine.
So they're ghouls.
It reminds me of a video I was. I'll send it to you guys later.
But now that I said it, Gould elephants.
Gould, that is pretty terrifying.
It is.
Imagine a gold elephant with all specs. An invisible elephant.
Kyle, at what point of maybe by night will I be able to purchase an elephant?
That's a phenomenal question.
Where are you gonna put it?
In my backyard.
Probably in Disney.
Yeah.
Like, no, you could drive up. It'd be a 2-hour drive, but you could drive up to Orlando and go to Disney.
Just come back with an elephant.
Yeah, it'd be funny as shit, in all honesty.
I
kind of want to put that in an episode now. That'd be really funny. Nozomi, you can't keep the fucking elephant. They're going to find out.
We're going to hide the elephant.
You've got the aerial performance next, where you've got Aubrey, who we mentioned before, who's the Bastet, and they go around. He does a bunch of tricks on the trapeze, on a tightrope, with him and his friends, and he does Colette does a little violin show, and he dances to the violin and moves around to the beat of the violin on the trapeze. It's pretty skilled. Next up is the Dancing Dervishes, where it's a dance style. It's Russian dancing, if you like that kind of stuff.
Yep. I will say, though, one thing that the Russians do really well is dance.
See, next up is the Tigers of Borneo and the Arctic Wolves Act. The tigers are tigers, but the wolves are Black Sparrow dancers.
Oh, that's where the funny picture of the wolf standing on a ball with the. I still forget what the neck is, the collar that
it's got a little frill where I gotta get in, like, some of this text in the shot. Let's just go ahead and take a screenshot of that.
A jester's
there
collar,
are
or a clown
6
collar.
BSDs doing the show, by the way.
I don't know how the fuck they manage that.
And
imagine being the BSD.
Behold.
Yep.
There he is.
Put it on there because
you see, that's what you fucking people deserve. That's what the BSDs deserve.
I don't know. Like, in all honesty, just trying to look at his face, I kind of feel bad for him, which is weird for me to say.
He sold his soul to the devil. He's getting exactly what he asked for.
I suppose that's fair.
Look at his eyes. Do you think that's a sane eyes of a wolf?
He's tripping on that Formarak drug.
You know what this is?
Yeah.
This is that fucking meme of, like, after the communist revolution and the black spiral dancer is like, there must be some mistake. I was supposed to kill Garrow and slay Mother Gaia for the worm. Play on the fucking ball.
Yeah, that is like one of the biggest own against the if you could make him a pet.
You asked the final worm, how may I serve you, and this is what she says.
This is what Eden wants right here. Eden wants this. He wants to get a Garrow to balance on a ball for it.
you get what I'm saying, like Bonnie Clay. Now, where's my tutu at? You know I can't toe without a tutu.
The fuck does that accent? My dad.
And then,
no, the wolf is odd something.
And then you get Calibris's show. Have you guys seen The Prestige?
I have not actually. No.
Okay, well go watch The Prestige, and you'll know what this guy's act looks like.
And then there's Now You See It, Now You Don't.
Where it's there's a whole bunch of birds involved in Calibris's show. He does a bunch of bird tricks.
He's just a bird person.
Have you ever seen the trick where a magician has a bird in a cage and then crushes the cage and then covers it with a cloth only to pull out a bird that's okay?
Yes.
But actually, the bird died in the cage and you pull out a completely different bird.
Oh my god.
That's how that trick works.
Really? He just kills the bird?
Yeah, you just kill a bird and then pull out a new bird.
Oh, I did not know that.
Now I'm thinking, if Calibris catches on to you in the middle of this game, could he do a trick with you like that? Where he puts you up on stage, does a similar trick, and then pulls out a body double of your character. You're dead, but your party members don't know that.
That would be kind of fucking scary, in all honesty.
You could just hear the death scream inside the cage. Ah!
Yeah, stage magician assassinations.
This is some fucking next level Agent 47 shit.
Next up, we got Blotto the Clown. Now, hold a minute. I thought we already went over clowns. Well, these are the sad clowns, not like sad as in like Perot kind of sad, but more sad as in pathetic. Because these guys used to be big names until Koba came into the picture, where Koba just wants these guys dead, but he's not going to go after them with knives or guns or anything like that. They're just these guys off on their own in their own little tent doing vaudeville acts. You love vaudeville shows. It's definitely the 1920s, right? No, this hasn't been in style for 100 years. This is the only act that we know. Well, shit.
I guess they're stuck now, ain't they?
Yeah, if you appreciate old school comedy, they're your kind of guys. But yeah, they've gone out of style and they know it, but they can't leave.
Yep.
And so Go looking at this. We did the Tunnel of Love, the Tunnel of Unspeakable Desires, the Ferris wheel.
The Ferris wheel.
So remember that other trap I was telling you about with Wraith?
Yeah, this is it.
Now, for everyone else going on this Ferris wheel, it's normal. It's just a Ferris wheel. Cool. What you don't know, if you're not playing as a Wraith, is that the center of that Ferris wheel always just leads directly to the Maelstrom.
Oh
Yep,
no!
Basically.
If you approach this Ferris wheel, behold as it opens up and sprays you with water straight from the Tempest and destroys you.
Oh yeah, that shit is
And-
like getting shot with a machine gun.
And I'm just going to start calling. I'm going to keep calling it Mr. X because we said it. If that doesn't kill you, it alerts Mr. X to your current location.
Holy!
Terrifying.
And being a wraith in that place is really bad time.
Oh yeah, you
Yes.
thought you were going to be safe, but no, this kills you.
Is there
and
any other traps, my good sir?
Oh yeah, next is Xanadu's Mirror Palace. You like the House of Mirrors, don't you?
I've run into a couple
No.
of mirrors, yes.
Now, the fun thing about this, for every individual person who enters this, it's a different maze for everyone who goes inside. The maze is never the same maze twice.
That is kind of
Now,
neat though, but you know.
It is.
Now you might be thinking, this is a mirror realm, isn't it? What if I step sideways as a Guru? Do not step sideways in the House of Mirrors.
Unless
Don't
you
do
want
it.
to
Gonna
be
go straight
torn
in.
apart.
You're gonna be
What?
straight sent to
So-
Malpheus.
Oh, no,
Time to
not,
step sideways.
not even that. It sends you directly into the fucking violence realm. Where you remember about we talked about this place with the fucking realms video that we did. I'm
It's
forgetting which
literally
one it
the
was, but
fourth
it's-
circle of hell. You just get torn apart immediately.
Yeah.
You're immediately put into a free-for-all death match where the only way you can leave is if you die.
Yeah, it's like the Kubla Khan mosh pit.
Yeah, basically like the Hunger Games at that point. It's just more.
I know one
More
gamer
Bishu.
who would enjoy that.
Yeah, Grib would be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, just
And-
need to give him an invite to the circus.
Now, I might be thinking, well, what if you enter as a vampire? Because after all, as a little somber, you don't show a reflection now, do you?
No.
Well, there's a little trick for you here. You'll be introduced to a fake vampire called Mordblund, who's a fake Tremere who claims to be a member of the Infernal Trinity and says, please release me from my mirror. And it's a trap.
Oh, no
It's a
kidding.
trap. Where...
So if you release him, devour your soul.
Oh, no, the fellow worm catches you.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
there's a little defiler worm waiting for you in this mirror house, where it's waiting for you to be isolated from the rest of your friends and for nobody to miss you when you get lost, so it can then snatch you and then drag you straight into the violence realm.
So
Oh, that's
basically,
the
right?
vilest realm.
Into the violence realm because because the worm wants to see you die in the style of a snuff film. Straight into the atrocity realm.
Well,
And-
we now know how to avoid it at least.
straight to hell.
See, next up is a merry-go-round where, once again, do not step sideways because the beast will jump off the merry-go-round and attack you.
Yup.
What beast?
The carousel beast.
Yeah,
Oh.
name a beast. 45 levels of health waiting for you.
Oh
shit.
no.
And
That
think about how many different animals are in a carousel. You're going to be doing this fight for a while.
Yeah, that's a huge encounter.
Where those bites are dealing 6 levels of damage to you per bite.
Holy shit.
You would get shredded.
Yeah, is this in broad daylight? You just do this and
no.
everybody
Oh,
sees
no,
like...
no, you step sideways and these things attack you.
Oh, in the Umbre they attack you.
Yeah. And if you stay in the circle at the circus after it closes, these things then jump off the poles and attack you.
No. Either
And
way,
then-
you're fucked.
See, next up is Arcadia, which is an actual video arcade. Ryan, you love video games, don't you?
Absolutely.
You have retro games from the 1940s, old pinball machines, fortune tellers, the mechanical, skee ball, all the works. And the whole thing is that you lose track of time while you're in here. As in, you end up spending all day in here to the point where you don't leave. You lose track of time, and you just staying here until after the circus closes, and by the time you leave, you realize the carnival is empty, and now all the other fun things get to hunt you down and kill you.
It is a slow and insidious trap.
Yep.
And
you
also,
Action Bill.
yeah, you remember Tellus Games? They test their games in this carnival.
Yep.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then you got normal stuff in here too. We're not in here kills you because you got the kids carousel, which is actually just a normal carousel.
Yep.
Cool. The tilting cage where I remember this rabbit was called Zipper. Back in my
yeah,
fair.
that thing was. I saw a news article where like one of the carts actually fell off that thing.
Oh yeah, it's fucking freaky riding some of those rides. You get so scared because you think the whole thing's gonna fall apart in your hands.
This is why I don't go to like pop-up carnivals anymore. Is because like I know those rides are those rides are folded up at the end of the night. I'm not trusting that.
Yeah,
And in the end they did malfunction.
the spinning octopus, bumper cars again. The roller coasters are actually pretty safe. Ironically enough.
No, roller coasters
The
are
whole
actually
thing, though?
fairly well engineered nowadays.
The world's easiest game of ring toss,
No, fuck that. That game's a
and
goddamn scam.
and the Yukon hunting gallery where you have little pop guns where you shoot fake deer, and Nevada Pete's photo saloon where you get your pictures taken as a bunch of cowboys, or you can be Romans or knights or medieval painters or what kind of costume you want in this little photo booth.
And then a specter
Now, I might
haunts
be
you and makes
thinking,
you
well,
kill
those are-
yourself.
Now these are all pretty safe.
Bane.
Oh yeah, like where you see like the there's a fucking Bane taking your pictures in here, and depending on what kind of costume you wear, you'll have nightmares themed around whatever costume you dressed up in.
Damn, that's terrible.
Fun.
Now, and next up is the attractions. First, the other shows. We have the Queen's Own Theater and Puppet Show. You like little marionette puppets, right?
Nope.
Where
Catch them on fire, please.
yeah, this you'll have Vesuvius and Ringwain and Orinda be actors for some of the plays here, and they'll perform a bunch of Shakespeare shows like The Taming of the Shrew, The Jew of Malta, Macbeth, Romeo and Juliet, all the fun stuff. Yeah. You don't ever read The Jew of Malta for school anymore, do you?
No, I didn't. I read Romeo and Juliet. I read Macbeth, but I didn't read Hamlet or Henry V.
Oh, I'm getting it wrong. The Jew of Malta is fucking Christopher Marlowe. Shit. And the puppet show, where it's just a normal puppet show, and that's it, really.
Yep.
Except for sometimes Cavendish or Astardi will just pop up at the end of a show and say, "Hey, we're here to play a game of human chess. Who wants to participate?" And they'll bring out this.
No.
They bring out this giant black and white checkerboard where you just stand on it, and some of you get to be the pawn, some of you get to be the queen, and some of you will just go around on this board where Cavendish will be on one side, Astardi will be on the other, and nothing happens to you when you get captured, quote unquote. You're just released and then sent back off to the carnival. You go off and do whatever you want to do. The actual draw to this is that it gets you to spend more time in the carnival. Because, well, what are we talking about here? Well, I think we should bring up this mechanic now. The barbs mechanic, Kyle.
Yeah, that was something I was kind of confused about.
Yeah. Interacting with the carnival will give you a barb. Where it works on the same kind of meter as worm corruption, Kyle.
Oh no.
Where the more barbs you accumulate, the harder and harder it is for you to want to leave the circus. Until eventually you accumulate so many barbs, you might as well just become a Fomori. You either get a shitload of banality as a person and just become really emotionally drained after you leave the carnival, or you become a perfect host for a Bane to possess you. Or, better yet, you become a prime candidate for a Nefandi sacrifice. Cavendish launches you over to the side as you try to leave, and then before you know it, you see the devil, and that's the last thing you ever see.
Jesus.
Oh no. Well, out of those three, I would rather be emotionally drained, if I'm being honest.
There's also one other attraction I want to talk about before I get into the module. Fortuna's Wheel. If you want to fight Devin Cavendish himself, this is where you do it. And what is it? It is a full-on casino in the middle of this fucking carnival.
Let's go gambling.
You just go in there where you can do a one-on-one game with Devin Cavendish. You name the game. It doesn't matter because you remember Cavendish's spells, right? All those points of entropy. He always wins the game.
Yep.
But he'll tip the odds just enough for you to think it's a fair game until he takes everything away from you in the last rounds.
Speaking of which,
what was that?
I lost the game.
You lost the game. It's 2012 all over again.
Oh, Jesus.
You're welcome, everyone.
You fucking... Yeah, for all of you millennials and Gen Zers who listen to us, we brought you 13 years in the past for that one bit.
Yep. Get in the Discord and yell at me. Do it.
Our slim Gen Z / millennial watchers.
And if you lose all of your money to Devin Cavendish, he will give you your money back if you sign a contract that says, I, state your name, hereby let it be known that I lost my soul gambling to Anastasio Old Time Lunar Carnival in Midnight Circus. I hereby forfeit all rights, entitlement, and obligations of said immortal soul to Devin Cavendish, proprietor. Signed on behalf of the board of directors. Where, if you sign it, you'll get your money back. However, you just volunteer to be a sacrifice to Nefandi. Guess what, schmuck?
Yep. Have fun.
We are not coming back.
And people don't take it seriously. Now, if you do sign this, it doesn't mean you're going to die that night. You could go home with this contract, and people will take it with them and will hang it up on their fridge or on the back of their car as a little memento to Circus. Now, at any point, any random point in the future, the forces that powered Nefandi will come after you one night and call you in on that soul debt.
Yep, and you'll just die.
You won't
die. Tuppet and his Palmug man, they like to roll the
dice. Yeah, it is at that point just a ticking time bomb. Whenever you're going to explode.
We got more. We got Ryan over here. He mentioned my tent. It's everybody's favorite recurring character Bacchus again. So this is actually a really large drinking area dedicated to my name. Except I'm getting about the benefits from it. What the fuck? And you go over here, it's run by this one sexy lady. She's called Maria de la Montana. And she's a Colombian woman. She's very sexy. She's got the big old tits on her. I wouldn't mind if I'm honking those if I'm horny. And we have a bunch of hamburgers, hot dogs, barbecue chicken. But it all depends on wherever it comes from. But it's your standard carnival food, right? But don't eat it because you're going to get a barb for every individual dish you eat.
Oh no! By the way,
so we need to bring an aspect of Bacchus into the tent. Oh, this is easy. We can fix that.
And they sell alcohol too.
Of course they do. It's Bacchus.
What does Kobe just clap his lips whenever he talks?
Well, that wasn't Kobe. That was Bacchus.
Okay.
That was
clapping his lip. Like he was eating and speaking at the same time.
Well, initially Koba is the Joker.
It's a symptom of coke abuse.
Bacchus is just, Bacchus is just Bacchus. He's my favorite fruity bastard. I love him.
After consuming that black tar heroin, just start smacking your lips.
You're just freaking
So now for the snares mechanic. So you, as the storyteller, can assign different snares to different snare levels to each attraction, 1 through 5. As for how dangerous it is to step in here, that's what this mechanic is. Where, take a look at what we've got. When you step into there, see the snares. The carnival's method of foot. Okay, 5 snares equals to 1 barb. So 1 snare means you have to visit a place 5 times before you get a barb. 5 snares means you visit that place once, you automatically get a barb. That's what that ultimately equates to. Where the barbs in that case, this goes on a scale of 1 to 5. Once you get 5 barbs, it's over for you. Where 1 barb, the circus has a minor hold in your psyche. You'll suffer from memory lapses, and you'll just have hazy memories of the carnival after you leave. 2 barbs, This is when you start getting like heavy depression after you leave the barb. You'll feel like a piece of you is missing. Along with those memory gaps, you'll feel this big emotional drain. A vampire who gains 2 barbs will lose a point of humanity. Fun.
Oh, no.
Permanently.
3
Forever.
barbs. In this case, where it is that the Infernal Trinity will now cast a spell on you, where they will now be able to hijack your senses. They can see through your eyes and hear through your ears whenever they feel like it, and spy on where to step a carnival next. And this also leaves you perfectly available for worm possession. If you are a werewolf and you have 3 barbs, you lose 3 to all of your social rolls. That's just -3 to whatever successes you rolled. And you feel like you're constantly being watched. Also, mages will gain a point of permanent paradox from this.
Oh, no.
Jesus.
At
Oh,
4
wanna ask-
barbs...
Okay.
What?
Continue. I'm going to ask a question after you list them off.
At 4 barbs, the Infernal Trinity will now just have a tracking chip on you for the rest of your life. They'll just know where you are forever. Where it's not just a hijacking of your senses, it's just knowing wherever you are all the time, all day, every day. And once it's laid to, possession is what they can lead to.
Yep.
And at 5 barbs, basically death. It's a game over, but a very creative game over.
Yeah, his job's done.
Yeah, you're not leaving that carnival once you get that.
May escape temporarily by making a willpower roll of difficulty 10.
Yes.
If you do it, though...
Now, you had a question for me?
Yes. I have a 2-part question.
Yes.
So, if you're a normal human, what is the percentage of you surviving? And the second question is, out of all the supernaturals, who has the highest chance of surviving this?
Okay, well, I'm not going to answer the first question because I know you're asking this for the module we're about to run for the Halloween special.
Oh, no. I'm just asking general. Go schmo. No, I didn't even think of it. It's just a curiosity. Like, is it 50%? Is it 30%?
I hate to do this, but I gotta go.
All right, Ryan's about
worries,
to
bro.
die of exhaustion. Get
Yeah.
out of here, man. We'll see you later.
You guys have a great night.
Good night, bro.
Later, dog. And with the survivability of humans, not every human who goes is going to die. Because after all, if the Midnight Circus shows up and then like a whole bunch of people die, that don't attract too much attention. You got to keep a masquerade up with this.
Yes.
So we'll say, out of all the humans that step in, about 5 or so humans are not going to leave that carnival after they leave.
Oof. 5% chance of dying, then.
Basically, yeah.
And with the... Honestly, I think a vampire has the best odds because you do have a small defense mechanism against the barbs. That's your beast. Yay.
Really?
So ironically enough, I think of being a vampire going into this would be the best odds because the reason why every vampire hasn't been hijacked by the worm is because of the beast within you. That'll help fight off some of this stuff.
How about... Continue.
As for changing would be a second, but it meant you come into contact with Dr. Owlets all over. Rates are fucked if you go into this area. So are mages. And a werewolf is from safest to least safe. Vampires, changelings, werewolves, mages, rates.
How about the imbued and mummies?
Oh, and imbued? Oh, you would be immediately targeted if you stepped in here if you're imbued.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
And mummy, well, with mummy, you're playing a Dark Souls game whenever you play as a mummy. So, as in, like, I mean, dead ass, you respawn in mummy.
yeah. Imagine. So if you're a mummy and you get trapped in the Midnight Circus, you're basically playing Dark Souls 2 at that point.
Well, and like you can win. You can eventually kill Devin Cavendish and everyone else, but at what cost?
After like 500 respawns of you doing it.
Yeah, it's going to be a Pyrrhic victory. It's not going to be worth the losses.
I kind of want to make another meme of like, a mummy player. It's like Mo throwing Barney out of the tavern. And it's like, Cavendish mummies. And then the mummies just show back up at the bar.
Yeah, well, ironically, his greatest enemies are mummies because they can just infinitely respawn.
He's gonna run. He's gonna run out of friggin' He's gonna run out of contestants eventually.
Yeah.
No,
And the vampire and the changeling ain't gonna do so well against the mummy as well.
No, it's gonna be a bloodbath.
nope.
Yeah, he's gonna
We
pop
also-
his potion and just speed blitz them.
We have one more character to talk about. You remember how I said that Calibris will occasionally get possessed by a goddess?
Yes,
Yes.
This is the goddess, Kara.
the spirit
Where-
of Kara.
Where that's what she's known as. She's neither good or evil. She has a lot of similarities with the Defiler Worm, but she's not actively trying to pollute and pervert the world. And while she have power over, well, nobody really knows what the true objective behind her is. Besides, the carnival was her idea, and it was created to venerate her. So she's this primordial essence that wants to take back the carnival, and is going to use Calibris to do so.
So is she an aspect of the wild?
She is a being that is of the same age as the wild.
Oh damn. Okay.
She's one of the wild's first creations.
So okay, so she's a wild creation. Okay.
And it's very ambiguous as to what she is. She's either this force of indifferent evil, or she's just a pure force of chaos. We don't know yet. And the book keeps it very ambiguous as to what she is, but she wants her carnival back from the body. Is the ultimate is the key point we're trying to make here. And there is a little sanctuary in this carnival where you can go there. She will, like, a little piece of her will be there. She will heal you of your wounds as you just stand in there, and will remove 3 levels of snares from you.
Holy
She can't
shit.
remove a barb, but she can prevent you from cashing in on another barb.
So this is your safe house then, basically.
Yes,
Basically, this is your bonfire.
you're able to go over there. It's just one little safe area in the middle of this carnival. And that's the mechanic of this. And shall we go? I can't show you the picture of her because her tits are out.
Yes.
Of course.
Lovely.
And going into this, it gives some advice for like running like multi-splat cross-play, where it says like you probably should all just be the same game in this. Don't do one person's a vampire, one person's a werewolf, one person's a mage, because that's going to be just a bitch to run.
I mean, it is, but it also says that, it also says that you'll have the most success, or the players will have the most success having one of everybody.
Where it's going to be hard. Don't recommend it, but it's going to be hard.
I kind of want to do it because I'm a sucker for punishment.
Let's see.
Good luck.
See, the Circus in the World of Darkness. The vampire explanation said a lot, but I got nothing out of it.
Yeah,
Like,
it doesn't make much sense to me.
It was a Colin Harris word sound. I didn't read it.
Yep. The Garo actually
I did read it. I just didn't make any sense.
Yeah, the Garo have more of a vested interest in this because it's specifically a hive for worm corruption, though there is definitely an aspect of wild in this park.
For the mages, it's a giant well of magic. You just step in here, your body will fill with contestants once you step inside.
Oh shit.
But all the power.
Yes.
Yeah, imagine with the background avatar as well.
Unlimited power.
If you go in here as a wraith, do not go in here as a wraith because this is the safe haven for specters.
Yep. You're
Yep.
gonna get the fuck beat out of you.
Though it's a lure for wraiths, because wraiths think it's a safe place. It's not. It's just here to perpetuate and make more specters.
Yep.
Yeah, it is like the far shore.
Where Baroque and Zembra will then find out where you are and then forcibly convert you into being a specter, or will put you in the torture pits. Fun.
It's
And
our
then
favorite.
And then the Cathane, oddly enough, this is a curious place to them because stuff that's in the material plane will reflect into dreaming. There is no reflection of this carnival in the dreaming.
I wonder why.
Well, and they don't know why. So this is just a very weird cosmic anomaly to the changelings, which
Yeah,
is what
this is
draws
like
curiosity.
Yeah, curiosity, yeah.
You're thinking like, is this like a piece of the dreaming on Earth? Is there some way to reverse the shuddering through this place? They're trying to figure it out, and their curiosity leads to their deaths.
Unfortunately.
As for who are the powers powering this carnival, well, first one's the Defiler Worm. simple enough.
Yes.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
Yeah, she's the being that Cavendish made a pact with, to nobody's surprise. Next up are the forces of hell itself, the Infernal.
Are they like fallen?
There is very much a lot of stuff that hints towards the Faustians, especially with how Cavendish himself operates with everyone else.
And then Karma is also here, but she's trying to kick the Defiler Worm and the Infernal out and take it back for herself.
And so she's using what's his name?
Calibros?
Yeah, she's using Calibros as an avenue to do that.
Yeah, Calibros.
Yeah, as a proxy.
His name is very similar to the main character of the fucking Nosferatu books.
Oh yeah.
Your hooks, your story hooks for this. Most of these involve, like, say, somebody from the circus attacked somebody in the Camarilla or the Sabbat, and you go over to get revenge. Or you believe that this is run by Setites. This is a big Setite front to try to pervert people, and the Setites must die.
And lo and behold, there are no Setites, just sex.
Yeah, joke's on you. There is no Setite connection to this.
Yeah, it's just worse than the Setites.
Oh, it's miles worse.
The werewolf plot points are revolve around, this carnival is evil, destroy it.
Yep. We keep it simple, a werewolf.
The mages, it's, first of all, you got the curiosity behind the carnival itself. Because this is a place where paradox doesn't really happen to you. So you're trying to get to the bottom as to how does this place work. Or, on the fondest mage believes he can gain power through the circus by sacrificing a mage soul of the traditions in this place. 2 mages have already been sacrificed. You're here to be the next one.
Wow, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, you're playing on hard mode.
You're going there to die. That just kind of sucks.
Hey, you can survive.
With the Wraiths, you're only here because you're trying to escape the reign of the Tempest. And the Changelings, you're over here because you notice your human dreamers are disappearing.
Yeah, I can't have that.
What about if you're playing a fallen character?
A fallen character? Oh, so you're trying to do a hostile takeover in that case.
You could be, or you could be like a good fallen, trying to destroy this place.
Like a Luciferian, maybe.
Yeah, or a Consiler, maybe.
And now we go into the adventure module. The Wasteland. Yay. Where these are the quote-unquote canon events of this.
Yep.
Alright, character creation, Kyle, who are we playing as? Changelings, werewolves, vampires, mages, or wraiths?
I haven't played. I could resurrect Gershwin to deal with this bullshit.
Alright, we're playing a mage game.
Oh god. I remember this fucking place.
Behold, it's the Jew.
The Jew.
Everybody's
Or you're the Jew.
Everybody's favorite.
Yeah, at least at this time period, you don't need to be worried anymore.
Yeah, thank God for that.
All right.
I don't know how you survived, but yeah.
I survived because I'm fucking good. I'm the best. That's what I do.
There's 2... In the case of mage, this is on page 100 of this book, by the way. For mages, there's 2 plot points. The characters here that this is a tenocracy construct to affect the masses, or that this is an Afandi sacrifice pit.
Which is true. To the second one.
Yeah, the first one's bullshit, the second one's real.
Yeah. And for me, character creation, I'll be in order from there you go.
This takes place in New York, by the way.
Oh,
hey, look, I'm right at home. Look at that.
Right in the Big Apple.
The carnival is set up in a place called Westboro, which is smack dab right between Brooklyn and Queens.
You know, I thought you were going to say it's in LA or San Francisco.
Oh, it's right uptown from me. I could walk there from where I'm at.
This was a small farming community until the 1920s when it was then urbanized, and now it's been taken over by Nostrum Enterprises, the Pentex company that makes weapons for the worm, jets, and tanks.
Yeah, I remember when they first, built up the place. It was a big thing. A whole bunch of people moved into that neighborhood. That's when my father started his.
I'm forgetting his fucking plot points. Jeez, it's been so long since I played Gershwin.
His business.
Now, there's actually a secret history to this land. It's cursed. The Nunin, he stated that this land is covered in a bunch of bad mojo. And there's this weird evil energy called the Rift that hovers over this area. What that Rift actually is, that the Nunin he never figured out, is that it is a direct portal to the Atrocity Realm.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Is that why the Room of Mirrors immediately sends you to the Violence Realm when you try to step sideways?
Yes.
Oh my god.
And
they have a portal.
And a recurring place that the circus will set up is over places similar to the Rift. So, you go into this. It's 1990. It sets a year for you to take this to set this game, and this is set up. And sorry, I'm forgetting a detail. Westboro is referred to as a dog town today. It's a very slummy kind of place.
That neighborhood's going downhill, huh?
So they set here. Let's say we're going to give these poor people a good show with the psychic circus, and you're coming over here and you're going to spend the money that you couldn't spend on vacation, but you still have it left over. You're going to waste that money that you saved over here, and that's going to draw you in, and then we'll just demonically possess you and then sacrifice you to the final worm.
Oh,
awesome.
Great. Instead of Nafandi bullshit, it looks like the wheel needs some correction.
Along with it, you have easier time stepping sideways, stepping in out of the Shadowlands, and stepping in out of the Dreaming wellness area.
Damn.
It has a thin gauntlet, so that's why.
And
I think it's a gauntlet score of 4, if I recall.
We have a date as well. This game takes place on New Year's Eve.
Oh, damn.
Is this before or after the Week of Nightmares?
This is way before.
Oh, okay.
It's 1990, December 31st. Where I feel like we're missing an opportunity for October 31st was right around the corner, guys.
Yep.
But either way, the whole thing sets up where you're over here having a New Year's Eve party, and the party goes on for about 15 to 20 minutes, and you then have somebody say, hey, you want to keep this party going? Because right before this ball drops, there's this place called the Midnight Circus going on, and then you go over there, you check it out, you're amazed, you're suspecting there was a funny connection. One of the first characters you're going to meet is Calibris, who meets you at the gate. Where...
And what does Calibris sound like?
See ya.
Welcome, one and all, to the great and amazing Midnight Circus.
So he's a leprechaun then?
Welcome one and all to the amazing digital circus.
God damn it. It's Kane.
If I could do the Kane voice, I would make it the Kane voice.
Wait, I could be Kane.
And you go over
Welcome
there.
to the amazing Midnight Circus.
Yeah. You get to watch the ball drop with Calibris and go into January 1st with him. Doesn't it sound good?
I imagine I'm going to be trapped here forever if I do that. It's like a time paradox. It's going to be Groundhog Day.
No.
Where while you're over there, you meet a guy there called Rod Lightner, where he's a new act they brought in, where he adopts a military format. He's a member of the Tenocracy, and his whole thing is, I'm here to tell you about all these different war stories.
Okay.
And one of his stories involves him telling you about the approaching end times. The NWO would like to point at this man and say, he's shooting!
Yep.
Is he correct in his foresight?
Yeah, but he's 10 years off.
Oh.
And kind of fill you in what shooting means. It's a wrestling term. It means that you're breaking character and you're breaking script.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I don't watch wrestling, so thank you for filling me in.
So while Lightner is doing his show, you then say, "Oh, that was a fun time. I sure hope Rod Lightner didn't say anything too crazy." He also mentions that he's going to have another party and another performance on January 3rd. It's invitation only, and conveniently, you get invited. It has nothing to do with you being supernatural, of course.
Oh, sure.
And is it actually a good party? Is it just a death trap he sends you to?
Oh, great. How convenient. I ought to bring my favorite bulletproof vest.
Yes.
Where
Same.
Yeah, you have two different hotels you can go back to after the carnival ends. First one is called the Monolith, which used to be a very luxurious hotel. Now it's a bit of a whorehouse. And next one is the Gilded Lily.
The Gilded Lily.
Yes. It means they're bullshitting you. That's what the term means.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where it's actually a very nice hotel. It's just extremely fucking bougie.
Well, no, it says it's fallen on bad times.
Yeah. Where it had this grand ballroom, and there might be an Umbra or Dreaming connection to this.
You know what? It's
And
a nice spot. I don't feel like flouncing around with a bunch of girls that'll probably give you chlamydia. Let's just go to the Gilded Lily.
Where if you go there, you'll meet Cherie LeBlanc from the horror story from earlier, and one Lord Aldwyn River Thrush. Who are both
River Thrush.
Yeah, River Thrush.
Who the fuck came up with these names, huh?
Yeah.
Her mother.
Where Cherie is a super sexy goth character. You want to stick your penis in a big titty goth GF, and you can get to do so in this game. And
appealing.
This is why I fucking hate video games. What it does is appeals to the male fantasy.
She's also Bonar Kinfolk.
Oh, really?
Oh.
And she'll gnaw your bone.
She really would.
That's funny.
And with a name like Lord Aldwyn River Thrush, well, first of all, that means obviously a mage, and of course he's a mage. He's a fucking Sons of Ether mage.
Oh, great. Aetherites.
And is he good? Is he bad?
He's completely dressed in silver. He's British. He's very British. He's very, very British indeed.
Listen, this ain't Faulty Towers. Just get to the fucking point already, huh?
Back in mind, we called it rock paper scissors. We called it quartz parchment shears.
That was the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life.
And the Tenocracy is trying to recruit him, and he's saying no, and that's basically his character arc.
Is that that's not it?
Well, at least you got some kind of a head on your shoulders. You know that much.
And
yeah.
And they're over here, and they're both talking about a guy called the Horned Man, and they're trying to find him in the circus.
Oh no! Is he Cavendish?
Or is like join with me? We're off to find Satan.
Yeah.
And if you're playing Wraith, you have to stay in the Shadowlands in the Rosewood and Linden Boulevard. We're just over here, where it's a ghost car. You'll find an '85 Honda that you can stay inside, and you can sleep inside the fucking car.
Well, you're living that crackhead life.
It's driven around by Rashad and Marcus, who just drive this car on an endless loop up and down the street, and that's your life as a Wraith.
Are they just drones?
Well, no. With Wraith, you'll encounter a lot of people that are still convinced they're alive and are just stuck in a thought loop and a memory loop.
It's like the Ghost of Christmas Past from Scrooged.
Yeah. So you go back on January 1st. That's your day to explore the carnival as is. You can go wherever you want with the carnival. Hopefully, not get too many barbs, and then go back home. And then your search to find for the Horned Man comes up with nothing. You go back January 2nd, and it snows when you wake up. Cool.
Oh, it's coming down out there.
Snow is going to stop the show. While you're in the middle of the show, by the way, you run into two Caitiff, by the way. Roger and Stacey Parker.
Of a married.
They're over here because they think, hey, if we stay inside this carnival, maybe the Camarilla will leave us alone and won't kill us. Well, unfortunately for you, if you're playing as a vampire campaign,
I got bad fucking news.
Jokes on them. Yeah, jokes on them.
Where they're over here and they're saying, we're trying to use this, don't tell the Camarilla we're here. We're going to find another slum house to stay in, try and get the Camarilla off our tail. They know who they are. They know they're vampires. They know they're trying to get out of here. If you're playing as werewolves, you run into the Circus in this. Where there are a bunch of Bonars who are all, well, I assume they're all lupus. And that's your ally. So, once again, pretty generous with the allies, right?
Well, yeah, because you're going to run into a lot more rough people after that.
What about the mages? Don't the mages get allies?
Where, well, yeah, it's the Sons of Ether.
Oh,
at
they're
same
the
time-
ally.
But at the same time, your ally is a member of the Sons of Ether.
No,
Yeah.
I legitimately thought they were just quest givers, bro.
And the whole thing is that, oh, by the way, the Parkers, by the way, they're not brother and sister, they're husband and wife.
I was about to ask.
And
What vampire changed them?
would you like to take your wife into the embrace with you?
No, I'd just rather kill myself.
wife, given that I'm Gangrel, I wouldn't wish that on anyone.
And because of the nature of the embrace, they're both Generation 9, started by the same vampires. They're technically brother-sister now in vampire terms.
That's kind of
Okay,
weird.
that's
Behold, you're now authentic Giovanni.
Yeah. that is like, and we're closing in the realm of incest right there.
You're gonna change my last name to Giovanni.
I do like the fact that they have allies 3 Gangrel doesn't specify, and then contacts 2 Nosferatu doesn't specify.
Oh, and by the way, Stacy has a funky vampire fetus inside of her.
What the fuck?
Yeah, there's just an eternal vampire fetus inside of her.
That's
So
kind of
like a
fucked
separate
up.
person?
They're saying somebody asked us the question about what would happen if I got embraced while I'm pregnant. Well, now you know.
Is the fetus alive, or is it
Yeah,
just a part of her?
alive in vampire terms.
So is it like a separate kindred?
Well, yes and no. The flesh is still hers technically. So,
Man, that is a damn peer right there, brother.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's kind of weird.
well, because the nature of the embrace, the fetus is a fetus forever.
That's terrifying, bro. That's
Yeah,
could she like give herself extra disciplines from the fetus?
well, not really.
It's the fetus of discipline holding. It's a legendary item.
The funky fetus.
It's the fetus. It's the Norman Reedus fetus from Death Stranding.
It is.
Yeah, it gives you obtenoration and vicissitude.
Oh my god.
And then there's a random encounter involving the Kadef where a bunch of Toreadors say, "Hey, we're just a couple of guys just looking for a couple of Kadef. We're just a couple of guys
around here.
And
Couple of guys.
And then he got guilty. And these asshole Toreador want to find the Kadef, and of course you have to get between them because the Kadef are cool. And the Toreador are a bunch of asshats.
Who cares if they're, a sign of the apocalypse? Who cares?
And then while you're in the middle of fighting them, a fucking green slime monster shows up.
Wait, excuse me?
Yeah.
What the hell is this green slime monster?
Just a green slime monster interrupts the fight, and then the Toreador fuck off and run off, and then you kill the slime monster.
Is it a Fomori?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense at least.
And then
it also mentions
after that.
Go ahead.
What?
It also mentions the Youngbloods in this book for some reason.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming that's how these guys became Toreador, because they fucking drank enough Toreador blood. And they said, "Hey, is there a way we can just feel like this all the time?" And I said, "Sure, let me just embrace you."
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Just a mass embrace.
And then you meet Artis. So remember that Pentex connection we mentioned before? Yeah, so this is a guy from Pentex who decides, hey, this is how we're making money for the worm, right? So not mind if I do just pay this a visit and see how well this is doing.
Okay.
And that's what's going on with him. He's with a security detail of 8 guards, in case you're thinking about jumping him.
And they're all immune to delirium. They're all first team members.
Yeah.
And he's with his quote-unquote girlfriend, Doris Milk, who is actually the male Gen Incarnate Lord Choke.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah. So this is just a random super boss that's just dropped into the middle of the game where, hey, if you werewolf characters are getting bored of the carnival and you want to fight a male Gen Incarnate, well, here it is.
I kind of love stealth bosses. I think that's really funny.
Yeah, it's just a secret boss.
Yeah, the secret boss. But if you know about him, you could just pit him against the Infernal 3 or whatever they're called.
Yeah. And then after all the random shit happens, now the plot begins. It begins again.
Finally.
Where with whatever minions you may or allies you might have with you, Astaire and Dr. Owl have a scene with each other. Where they go into an antique shop, by the way. and they're not dressed like they're carnival from the carnival. They're both wearing normal outfits. And Dr. Owl says, "Hey, everything in this antique shop sucks. Why are we here?" And the story says, "Shut your fucking face. Let's just keep looking around for antiques." And do not be a changeling and approach Owl because you will die.
Yeah,
that happens.
So is he just like an instant death trap if you see him?
Oh no, the man is so banal it just destroys your face spirit being around this guy.
Oh, so he's like he's like a black hole of banality.
Yes, he is.
And they go through here and they find out there's, well, am I reading this right? Astarte enters the ballroom and then she finds the silver elm, which is this demon tree that the shop just happens to have. And then she uses it to step into the dreaming, ditching Dr. Owl behind. Cool.
Well, how did she do that while fucking... wait. Astarte... Wait, hang on.
Yeah, she's a fake. Well, she's fine.
How does she manage to stick around him?
Because she knows that Dr. Owl's an idiot and doesn't take any of the banality seriously.
Oh. That's the trick, isn't it?
Yeah, she's been alive since the year 800. She's fine.
So is that the cheat code for Al?
Yes. By the way, that scene is there to let you know, hey, there's something going on with these demon trees that are around the carnival. And then as night goes on, you have another random encounter where you encounter a young woman wearing a hospital gown who's just wandering around the middle of the circus that nobody's taking seriously. And she's just in the middle of there rambling. You'll recognize her as a Cathane. As for which Cathane she is, it does not list what kith she is.
Well, she's called Puka-Boo.
Yeah. I'm assuming she's Puka. What animal is she then?
Let's see. It doesn't really say, so who knows?
Yes. And she's saying, I'm being chased by this motorcycle gang of ghouls, and you're thinking, well, we just fought the fucking Toreador. Do we got another fucking motorcycle gang? Yes, it's the fucking Youngbloods.
Oh, Jesus.
Where thank you for bringing the Youngbloods back. Thank you for doing that. This is one of my favorite parts of Hunters Hunted, and then this plot point just disappeared.
And here it is.
By the way, the Youngbloods are here. They just got done drinking Nosferatu blood and Malkavian blood, and so they're crazy and ugly.
Our favorite.
And you fight these guys. You fight them off. You chase them off. And then the Puka says, well, thank you for saving me. It's still... Tassia's a cat girl.
Oh, does it say?
On here. Yeah. Well, given that she's a cat girl, well, of course your opponent's going to save her. She's a cat girl.
That's clever.
She's pretty fucked up. She's got 8 banality. That ain't good.
Oof.
Yeah, that's... No, she's got 5 points of weight. Holy fuck, 5 points of weight. She's the fucking Flash.
Oh my god.
And because of the rules of Changeling, she can just use that power in front of a person, and the person will forget that she used it.
Oh
holy shit. That's basically her get out of free jail card right there.
Yeah.
By the way, you save Tassia, you take her back to the hotel, you say, get the fuck out of the story, you're going to die here if you hang around. And then, once again, the plot doesn't go anywhere until January 3rd comes around, where, you remember that our good friend Lightner said he was going to have another show and another party? Well, guess what? Now here it is.
All right.
And while you're at that party, you got Cherie and Lord Riverthrush. Why is Cherie a critical part? Well, it's probably in the part of the creepypasta. And they're over here and they're saying, we found out what the name of the horned man is. It's Alexander. That's what we're looking for. Where now you remember Alexander, right?
Yeah, he's one of the she who fuck people, right?
Yeah, they're looking for him.
Oh, he actually is plot? Okay.
Yeah, he's actually involved in the story. And Dr. All says, oh, you're looking for Alexander? He's not here. He's going to be back on the 5th.
Oh, cool.
And they're saying, well, no, we cast a spell that says he's going to be here on the 3rd if we're playing the mage game. He's going to be here. And Al says, nope, he's not coming. He's not here. He's not here.
So Al's he's bullshitting everyone right now.
I'm rolling with some subterfuge on that. I don't believe that for a goddamn minute.
Yeah, he just stonewalls you to try to prevent you from getting to Alexander. As time goes on, around this time, fucking Mr. X, I keep forgetting your name, damn it.
I keep forgetting too. There's so many goddamn named
We're
characters.
starting calling him Mr. X, now I'm stuck calling him Mr. X.
I fucked him up.
But by the way, he gets bored and decides he's just going to release the specters into the carnival during this day.
What the fuck?
I feel like that defeats the purpose of his job, doesn't it?
He says things are going a little bit too slow. I want to kill somebody. I'm going to release my specters to hunt down and find somebody for me to kill.
Yep, Zimbra is his name. I forgot as well.
Meaning that if you're a Geru or a mage, you will be identified and he'll start pursuing you at this point in the story.
Well, boys, we gotta lock in and fight.
Yes.
It's time to lock in.
All right.
So you'll have a boss fight with him, no matter what happens.
Time to correct the wheel.
Let's go.
We also get a new if anyone's listening to this that has access to the White Wolf wiki, now's the time to update it, because we have a subsidiary of Nostrum in this game that gets introduced in this book, Mars Security.
Or Mars Electronics. Yep.
Yeah. It is a group of high-tech electronics surveillance shit that they do. It's counterintelligence that they sell to the CIA and NSA.
Yep.
And
Neat.
And with this, they've located the exact location of the Rift with the spyware. And so the whole thing is that, oh yes, with this, the demon trees that have been erected, we're going to use these to help open a realm to the atrocity realm. I think that's the plan.
That's a terrible fucking plan.
Yeah, we're going to open up a realm to the atrocity
good.
realm and possess all the people in this carnival this day, and then create a whole bunch of Fomori to kill the Euro Nation.
Great. Good job.
Yeah. And give the defiled worm something good to eat. She's been looking for some souls to devour.
You go back to the fucking carnival then.
Yeah, she'd be hungry.
And it's called Experiment 4, where they told us all that they wanted was a sound that could kill someone. Is the ultimate plan. Where how are they going to do this atrocity realm shit? Well, it's going to be the brown note from South Park. That's how they do it.
The note that makes you shit your pants.
Yeah, they're going to play a sound or a song in the carnival that anyone who hears it will slowly start getting Bane possessed, and just fill you with so many barbs that you become prime for Bane possession over the course of however long it will take for the Banes to find you. And while you're doing this, they have 3 Fawn Fianna and a Toreador that they slap these little sound devices on, and you just let them loose in the carnival. And it's your job to find them and kill them.
Man, all the PCs have to all just kill everything that's in this carnival.
And then it was revealed that Rod Leitner is not a member of the Tenacracy. He is actually in the Fondi.
Who knew?
Oh, great.
And his ultimate plan is that to help channel the atrocity energy, I'm going to release my 3 Fianna and Toreador to surround you, and then we're just going to have you keep listening to this, and all those little invites I sent to people who were supernatural and only supernatural, aka all the allies you've accumulated into party members, we're going to turn you into Fomori now. And that's the plan.
Not unless I can decay you into dirt and dust before you do that, but you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Fireball, my good sir.
Now, how hard is this boss fight? Eldon Kurtz, who is the director of Mars Electronics, what powers do you have? He's a mage. Yeah,
he's a progenitor.
And Malfian Nafandi mage. He's got 2 points in entropy, 2 in forces, 5 in life, 1 in matter, and 3 in prime.
Oh no!
Behold, as I just give myself more and more hit points.
Alright, I'll turn you into a fish.
Yep, that'll work.
And the fun thing about him is that he wears a Black Dog Games T-shirt. By the way, when you fight him,
he's a TTRPG.
Really repping them.
Yeah, he's
really repping.
He's a big fan of Vampire the Masquerade.
Yeah, really repping that merch, bro. Really going on brand.
He's very professional.
Yeah. Well professional when he kills you.
The man's the director of a counterintelligence company selling stuff to the CIA, and this is how he shows up to work in the morning.
Yep, it's the Black Dog game Zombie the Putrescence, which I think you discussed briefly, and it was a pretty scuffed game.
Yeah, I think we mentioned it before in the Pentex episode too.
Yep.
And then Rod Leitner, this is your final boss, where he is a fallen member of the New World Order that turned and said, what if I controlled the masses but for the devil? And so he did. And his spells include Correspondence 2, Entropy 2, Forces 3, Life 4, Mind 3, Prime 2, and Spirit 1. Within a ret score of 4. So, not really a specialist, but pretty spread out. You can go any sort of directions with this guy.
Pretty good across the board.
And that also means with Correspondence and Entropy, he summoned a ward. So this guy has the same kind of shit that Satoru Gojo has in Jujutsu Kaisen. The Limitless, meaning any sort of direct attack you try to make against him will not connect.
Because he can just divide the distance between you and him.
By infinite amount. Yeah.
Yes. He literally stops in your track. You have to have Correspondence to be able to
Meaning
counter that shit.
Meaning, Gershwin, you have to finally use your fucking Entropy spell to reduce, to combine that infinite with a negative infinite to erase that space so you can finally hit him.
Yep, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never got deep enough into Entropy to figure out how it actually mechanically works.
And then he has a little minion in the fight with him called White Lily, who was sired by fucking Emperor Nero himself.
What the fuck?
Shit.
Yeah.
Where he finds these people?
She is a 6th generation Malkavian who was embraced on 1776.
A true patriot.
The answer to 1984 is 1776.
1776. Every time you do that. Get it.
6 points in dexterity, 6 points in perception.
Ooh.
She sees all, she knows all, she tells all, and has Black Hand lore knowledge. Level 3.
Fuck.
He's a member of the Black Hand?
I think so. Bold, you get to find a member of the Vampire Illuminati as well.
That's crazy.
This is a boss rush game. We just all players fight bosses right after another.
Yeah, for all you vampire players who are wondering, well, what does this have to do with vampire? We have a Sabat member for you to fight now. Fun.
Yep.
From the 7076.
Yeah. And her disciplines include Auspex 3, Celerity 3, Demontation 5, Dominate 4, Fortitude 3, Obfuscate 6, Potence 1, and Protean 2.
Yeah.
And she does not fight you directly, she's a sniper.
Oh. So she's a dex build then.
So you're playing against the end, basically.
Yeah.
So the fight continues all the way until it's January 4th. Where when it finally ends and you kill all the guys, you finally get to step out, and who's here to help you out? The Sewer Wolves.
Okay.
It is a Fianna escape team that said, hey, what the fuck is going on? You're a wizard and you did our job for us? Okay, well, let's repay the favor of you doing our job for us. Here, coming down to sewer, we'll get you out of here.
I mean, you didn't have a nicer place to hide? God.
And then as you're escaping, the fucking Youngbloods show back up again and jump you again. But then they get jumped by the Circus Lupus. Or if the Circus Lupus are already with you, they stay behind to fight the Youngbloods. And then a Pentex first team comes after you, and it's this big fucking schmoz ending. And then if anyone's from the final boss escaped and survived, then they attack you in the sewer. And it's this big fucking schmoz ending where everybody's fighting each other, and the fucking first team shows up. And it's this big fucking giant fight.
Yeah, this is a big old bloodbath right here.
This is a shit show.
Yeah.
And then after you survive that fight, you stay around for another day, because if Zimbra did not catch you already, he catches you now. Where you're thinking, oh, the fight's finally over. Nope, fucking Zimbra and Baruch show up.
Yeah, another boss fight.
There's just no fucking end of these guys. Oh my god.
Why are you fixated on us? What did we do to you?
Yeah, Zimbra just hates you. He just hates you.
I thought it was pleasant coming back to Brooklyn for one thing. Look, I was just trying to get myself something to eat. And no, all you had to show up and fuck up my homecoming.
Yeah, we spawned in a PvP server. That's why everyone wants to kill us.
Oh, and also the game says do not approach the Ferris wheel, because if you do come around the Ferris wheel at any point during your escape, it will kill the Perkers.
Okay.
Why?
Yeah. The kid will die if you approach the Ferris wheel. Oh, because all of Zimbra's Zimbra selected them to be the first to die. So while Zimbra's fighting you, all of his specters will gank the Parker family.
Oh my god.
Okay. Man, this is literally like a hostage like rescue mission right here. No, this is an escort mission.
So after this is finally over, if Leitner is still alive, he's still around during this time, and Kurtz if he's still alive, is alive. If they're all alive by this point in the story, their relationship has broken down because they don't trust each other anymore after the fucking shit show that just happened.
Oh, thank God they don't go after us again.
And they made so much noise that they attracted the attention of the NWO.
Finally.
Great.
So what they do, they send a hit Mark V in.
Yes, kill him.
So they're saying if your players still cannot kill Leitner during this part of the story, the hit Mark V will do it before the story ends.
Man, you need just 50 hit marks and set them in the Midnight Circus. The job's done and you won.
And so you go back to the circus again because Sherry still has business to do with Alexander, and so does your friend with the Sons of Ether. You come back again, and fucking Calibris is there, Dr. Owl is there, and they're saying, oh, you're back again? Why is that? Oh, because we still have this silver tree plot point we gotta wrap up that we haven't explained yet? Well, now we finally get to explain that plot point. As it turns out, it's Astartes portals to her little realm in Arcadia. That's what they are. However, that Arcadian realm is right next to the Atrocity realm. Fun.
Yeah, it doesn't really get... That's having some pretty rowdy neighbors, I gotta say.
Extremely rowdy neighbors.
It gives her infinite glamour, though, because she gets to go to the snuff film realm and just harvest all the glamour from all the people that are killed by the snuff movie again and again and again for all eternity. At the cost of her soul.
So an infinite glamour glitch. Funny.
Mm-hmm. And she's saying, I went over to, when you go over and you confront the story about it, she said, yeah, that tree was in my possession. I have multiple trees out on my gates to that. Somehow or another, somebody got their hands on my trees and put it in an antique shop. Can you help me get my tree back?
Oh, funny. We met somebody earlier who did that.
Yeah, now we're going to send on a fetch quest.
And then when she gets all those trees together, she says, all right, behold, now I have all my trees together. She will then use those trees to cast a spell that will get her in contact with fucking Kura to see what the fuck's going on with the circus.
And she goes, kill Cavendish.
And upon doing so, a portal will open in the Tellurian that leads directly to the Atrocity Realm, where she's saying, finally, I'm going to get my answers to the fucking circus and see if I can get the circus under my control. And you might be thinking, well, Lord Cavendish has been absent from the story for most of this, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So, while this is going on, Sherry, Lord Riverthrush are both going off to find Cavendish because he has got something to do with Alexander. Alexander is believed to be in the same tent as him. So they run over, and Cavendish is there, and if Rod Leitner is still alive by this point in the story, he's there too. And it looks like Smallest Part 2 is about to happen. So while you're there, if you've done the story well and you've avoided getting barbs, you get to go into the next part. If you have accumulated 5 barbs, this is where the story ends because Cavendish just fucking kills you and the story doesn't get resolved during this part.
Oh, wow.
So this decides whether or not you get a bad ending, but if you do get the good ending, Riverthrush and Cavendish end up in this whole big magic wizard duel where they're fighting each other, well, through gambling. They're casting spells with poker cards during this part.
So
they're playing Kaiji Ultimate Survivor.
Yeah, but with magic.
And then Leitner, if he's still alive, says, throw me in the ring too, and they have this big, like, 3-way Mexican standoff gambling game where they're all using entropy on each other, and they're gambling so well it fucking catches the attention of the Defiler Worm, who bears witness to the game, and all of them have this big fucking gambling game where it gets so hot and so heated that Cavendish crashes out, and they're freaking out, and then Riverthrush has to run away, and then Rod Leitner leaves so he can get killed by a hit mark. And then Cavendish has this whole big scene with the Defiler Worm saying, I'm getting the souls you asked for. I'm trying to kill the player characters. Just please give me a little bit more time. And then Leitner says, there's the Defiler Worm. The end is near. And then the fucking portal to the Atrocity Realm opens during this time.
Damn.
This is getting...
Bro, I don't even need to be here, bro.
Yeah, it's a big fucking. That story's fucking crazy.
Yeah, well, why were we here then?
Yeah, like it feels like this ending kind of writes itself.
And so Cavendish,
spectators.
Yeah, Cavendish runs away. And if the Parkers are still alive, this is where the Parkers escape the story, where Baroque chases after him, and Baroque is still alive by this point of the story. He is fucking determined to kill the Parkers for some reason.
Why?
It's not explained, but Baroque for some reason really fucking hates these two. And you'll have a big final showdown with Baroque, where you'll finally kill him, and she says, "Oh, thank you for getting me out of this. But there's an ulterior motive as to why I'm part of the circus," and you finally get an explanation as to why the fuck the Parkers are here. You get a real explanation, and they're saying, "This demon baby, this funky fetus in my stomach, I think Calibris can help me make it a real child."
What the?
Yeah, they're saying every time I try to birth this baby or get this baby removed, I just can't do it. So I need Calibris's help to get the baby out of me.
That's kind of weird.
Like,
Yeah.
It's gonna be. Is the baby gonna be like the second incarnation of Carl? Like,
Yeah.
What is happening?
And so
really?
And so that gets pinned, and then they try experiment 14 again. They try doing the fucking sound wave again to give you all the barbs. And while this is going on, you have this big final fucking schmoz where if Kurtz is still alive, you finally get to trace down and kill Kurtz, and he dies finally, and then fucking the hit mark kills Leitner. And then the last thing you have to do is escape the atrocity realm, because as long as you don't have the 5 barbs. The final boss of this game is that the Midnight Circus starts turning into the atrocity realm, and you have this big Indiana Jones style escape as you try to escape the circus before it becomes the atrocity realm, and you get stuck there and the bad ending happens.
Oh
man, seems like there's a lot that can go wrong here.
Yeah.
And then what happens? What happens is that the ending is left ambiguous, because Cavendish escapes the events of the story. You don't get to kill him, but you do get the chance to kill Sturdy and prevent her from getting into contact with Kara and turning taking over the circus. And then you don't get to see how Calabish helps out the Parkers, but he does agree to assist them with the demon fetus inside. And well, it's not the demon fetus, the vampire fetus inside of her. As for how they do it, they don't really explain it. But then after it ends, you go back to visit the circus, and it's all gone. The tents are still there, the booths are still there, but it's just an empty circus. As for where Cavendish went off to, we don't know.
Damn.
Probably a Malpheus.
Yeah.
I don't know about it. The Philo Room probably dragged him down for failing to collect.
For failing to collect. So, either you fuck up this tremendously and Cavendish still keeps the circus, Astarte gets in contact with Kara and then strikes a deal to get the circus in her name, or you end up killing both of them, and then Calabish just gets the carnival by default.
Yep.
How about the fourth ending where you just destroy the circus entirely? No one gets it.
Why would you do that?
Because that place is cursed as hell.
Yes.
Basically,
that place doesn't deserve to exist in the world.
You're trying to do a hostile takeover ending.
Yeah, no, we're gonna do
this is the this is the yes man ending, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the nuke ending, or destroy everything and we escape.
Yeah, and yes, this whole module was just as cat as I made it sound out to be.
Yeah, this is just nuts, absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's big spectacle. Like, this is a story that's all about spectacle.
Well, I mean, it's a cross-splat adventure. Of course, it's going to be a spectacle.
It is kind of fantastical as well.
It also says if you're playing vampires and you fuck up and you can't escape the atrocity realm, it doesn't kill you. It doesn't trap you in the atrocity realm because you have no soul, but it gives you a permanent derangement.
Oh, go figure.
Welcome to Malkavian land.
If you're a mage, you get stuck in the atrocity realm. If you're a werewolf, you get stuck in the atrocity realm. If you're a wraith, you get stuck in the atrocity realm, and that might be a fate worse than being consumed by oblivion. And then a changeling can just like stay in the radius and eventually force their way out of the atrocity realm. But you are a little bit crazy after it happens. You get a level bedlam from that happening.
That would not surprise me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, Thankfully, we did survive and we escaped.
Yeah. And so there we are. And that's the Midnight Circus, everybody.
It is fucking insane. Good luck
It-
trying to run this.
It's just here for fun. It's just here for dumb fun.
It is. And I do
I would
love both stupidity and fun.
Yeah, I would unironically play this. This sounds actually really cool.
I would too.
And with the cross-splat, you notice how whenever you do a cross-splat, how Werewolf tends to be the dominant splat in all these games?
Yeah, well, I mean, the worm kind of influences a lot, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, go figure.
At the very least, track down a copy of this book just to see all of Prescott's amazing artwork in it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You made a meme while we were making this.
I did because we were talking about the mummies and the Nafan and the and Kevin, but I was like, it was too good to pass up.
And so there we have it.
Kevin did.
All right. I gotta finish making a salubri for this Dark Ages game, and that's the end of this episode.
Yep. Good night.
Few outros.
Good night, everybody.
GN.